This is high school basketball at its very best.
Swartz cross court. Everett, free for the title.
DeBady back to Martin with 3. Cross the timeline with 2. To the basket. Lefty layup. Good! And they call a foul! They call a foul! The clock is at 0. Blocked by Shoeboy. Rebound grab by Austin.
Bobs to Greg. Turns. Fires. 3. Got it! He hit the 3.
Smith into the forecourt. Down to 1 second. Smith puts it up in the buzzer. And
Top of the key to Greenberg. 3-ball up and in.
Two. Pranos with it. Out to Getty. 1 second. Heave at the buzzer. No good. Free throw wins the district championship.
Here's Chess looking. Cross-court Urbana. She's open. 3-ball up. Goal! It goes in! And the Hickory ladies have come back from the dead!
Our high school sports broadcasts are brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, Medicine Shop of Hermitage,
Warner's Homes and Improvements since 1958. Online at warnersconstruction.com.
O'Neill Coffee, Bill McCandless Ford, Reinhardt's Agency, Cash Dollar and Associates, Lock, Stock and Barrel, Taylor Chevrolet Toyota Kia of Hermitage.
Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
Mancino's Driving School.
M&R Power Equipment on Route 18 in Hermitage.
Grove City Area Federal Credit Union. Attorney Bill Motor. Mercer County State Bank.
Express Employment Professionals. Respecting people, impacting business.
Penn, Ohio Roofing. Gilbert's Risk Solutions. Herman's Water. And McNichol and Bonner LLP of Grove City.
For more information, to see our schedule, or to listen online, go to 790WPIC.com.
And now let's get to the gym for Countdown to Tip-Off with our game announcers,
Ryan Briggs and Coach Brian Brown.
And a very pleasant Friday evening to you from Kennedy Catholic High School here in Hermitage. It is the District 10 Class 2A Boys Basketball Championship game as the Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles, the number 1 seed, host number 2 seed, Cambridge Springs. Hi, everybody. Ryan Briggs here tonight along with Brian Brown. And Brian, hey, things are kind of going according to Hoyle, if you will. Number 1 versus number 2 squaring off for the title here tonight.
Yeah, and this is the way it should be in championship week. Right now at this time of the season, you're going to see a lot of records that are comparable. It's just a matter of the balance of your schedule and who you've played to get to this point. Cambridge Springs, obviously, it's been a long time in the history of Cambridge Springs basketball since they've won a District 10 title. I believe it's 20 years, rather. Kennedy, a very familiar name in Western Pennsylvania basketball. So it's going to be whether Cambridge Springs can get off the bus and not get intimidated by coming into this banner-filled gym that Kennedy has created over the years. But you get to this point, it's anybody's ball game. It's championship time.
Kennedy, the number 1 seed at 21-2. Kennedy defeating Lakeview in the semifinals the other night. Meanwhile, Cambridge Springs held off league foe Cochranton 52-47. The Blue Devils come in at 16-4, and you mentioned it's been a long drought for Cambridge Springs in terms of district titles, but this is a program year after year after year. The Blue Devils are always in the mix. They, of course, had a handful of years ago played West Middlesex in the 2A title game and came up a little bit short. Had the lead for much of the night, but Kevin Kurtz stepped down. Becky Leandro taking over as the head coach, and the Blue Devils have kept it going 16-4. And this is a really good basketball team coming in from Crawford County.
Well, and it's like any other time, but especially right now because you lose, you go home, and you're done. And you're traveling to the number 1 seed's home court. But don't count anybody out at this point in time. I understand we had some local wrestling upsets, in Hershey this week. So don't count anybody out at this point in time. But Cambridge Springs has to come in here feeling very confident, feeling that they have an opportunity right in front of them tonight here in Hermitage.
Kennedy Catholic, Cambridge Springs, District 10 2A Championship on the line. When we come back, we'll talk about each of the teams, where we will look to get Kennedy coach Ryan Anderton on live with us, and we'll have the Penn Ohio Roofing starting lineups. More pregame from Kennedy Catholic after this on 790 WPIC.
So, I'm in a grocery store. perusing the pharmaceutical aisle, doing the best I can without my bifocals to read these labels that say things like benzalkonium chloride or diphosphate something or other. What does that do exactly? Well, you're certainly not going to get answers in a grocery store, are you?
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Hermitage has the answers you're looking for. So bring your prescriptions and your questions to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, East State Street in Hermitage.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup for Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Number 6 is the Meatball Sub. Number 8, it's the Tuna. Also starting for Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Philly Cheesesteak. Number 36 is a fan favorite. It's the Fried Chicken Breast Sub. And finally, the one and only number 22 at 15 inches and over 2 pounds of meat and cheese, the Italian Nightmare. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli and a PA lottery location as well. It's Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 till 7.
Great work, Smith. In appreciation of your hard work, please accept this plaque of recognition.
Awards.
And here's to the Hornets basketball team.
Trophies.
Did you see the size of those trophies?
Recognition.
The Engraving Place makes personalized plaques and trophies for all your recognition of excellence needs. Thousands of designs for any occasion. Visit them at 1945 East State in Hermitage.
Affordable quality dentistry is not a dream. Make it reality at Lombardi Dental, where your complete comfort is their ultimate goal.
What I do is I bring function, health, and beauty all together to give them a fantastic smile. And, you know, I've had guys say that, oh my goodness, I forgot how to smile, and I've learned how to smile again.
Lombardi Dental in Sharpsville at 60 North Mercer Avenue. Discover your smile at Lombardi Dental.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by Taylor Toyota, Chevrolet, and Kia of Hermitage. Online at drivetaylor.com.
And welcome back to Kennedy Catholic High School. Ryan Briggs and Brian Brown with you. And we are joined here in our pregame for a few moments by Kennedy coach Ryan Anderton. Coach, first off, congratulations on advancing to this title game. Your first 2 playoff games, Reynolds and Lakeview, 2 league teams. Tonight, Cambridge Springs, the number 2 team, a team you've not seen. I'm sure it has to be certainly it's a little different, but probably glad to see somebody different.
Yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate you guys and the coverage you guys provide. But you're right. We had seen the first 2 opponents already, and it's a little difficult when you're playing the same team over and over again. So the thing that scares me here is it's nice to play a new team, but these guys are good. They're big, they have length, they're well coached. We're going to have our hands full tonight.
You guys in your schedule, your non-league schedule wasn't as big as it normally would be based on everything, but even in the league in Region 1, it's a large league in terms of number of teams. Is Cambridge Springs, style-wise or personnel-wise, are they like anybody you've played this year?
We were kind of throwing that around to compare them who we had played. As far as their big guys, when we played Sharpsville, their big guys really took it to us. And Hickory, with their big guys, Connor Evans and them, they took it to us as well. So we got to be able to slide our feet and stay out of foul trouble in the post.
And your team, I presume, healthy as you can be here on March 12th?
We're pretty healthy, yeah. I think the guys are excited to go. It's nice to be playing at home, but it's going to be a challenge. We got to be ready to go.
What's the key or two for your team tonight?
We got to put pressure on the ball, so maybe we could take away some of the looks inside that they're trying to get it to their big guys, and just try to make them play our pace. They not deliberate, but they'll run their offense and try to keep it a low-scoring game, and we don't want to get into that. We want to get up and down the floor.
That was going to be my next question. Last question, Coach. You've been in a lot of big games as a player, as an assistant, but now being the head coach for a district title game. How are you feeling?
I'll be honest. I wish we were playing already. It's tough waiting around all day, and you can see it in the kids' eyes. They're ready to go. So, we'll show up and hopefully give our best performance.
Well, Coach Anderton, thanks for coming over. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys.
That's Kennedy coach Ryan Anderton joining us here in our pregame show tonight. And Brian, of course, you're right there too. Anything that the coach said that surprised you?
I think he's spot on with a lot of things that he's saying, and these kids just want to get on the floor and go. You're looking at the number 1 offensive team in District 10 right now in their classification, the Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles at number 1, averaging 75.5 points per game. The only problem with that is they're going against the number 2 defensive team in District 10 in Cambridge Springs, coming in at just a hair over 40 points a game. So I think tempo, I think pace, I think, and I'm going to say it again, I think clock management plays a lot into this. They want to go. They want more possessions than their opponent. They're going to shoot the 3 ball. They're going to get out in transition. They're a high-flying team. But I think his game plan is spot on. And he's tipping his cap early to his opponent, which I think is always good because you just cannot rest. At this point in time, if you rest, you're going to rest the rest of the season. So I think he's spot on with where he's at right now.
Kennedy certainly probably would have the advantage in terms of overall firepower. But Cambridge Springs comes in 3 guys averaging in double figures. This is, while they are more of a half-court team, they're not necessarily trying to win 20-19.
No, spot on. You have to get in a half-court. Look for Kennedy to come up and pressure them. Try to get that tempo up to their pace. Such as the George Juniors of years ago. They would come up and try to, make you play their pace, and they were very good at it. Kennedy's very good at it as well. Cambridge Spring is going to have to continue to weather storms, if you will, over the night and just get to the next possession, get to the next quarter. Coach talked about they're a little more methodical. They're going to have to be tonight because you're only going to get so many possessions against Kennedy. They're going to try to get possessions on you. So control the pace the best you can. Watch your turnovers, watch your fouls, and, get out to a quick start, too. This is not an easy environment to come into, and credit that over the longevity of the success that Kennedy's had here. So there's some nervousness right now in that Cambridge Springs locker room. So they have to come out quick and try to hold on the rest of the way.
One of those games you don't want to come out and find yourself down 8-0 right out of the chute.
Right. You can't win the game in the first half, but you can lose it, kind of thing. And they need to just try to get to the next possession. Sometimes, you talk about quarters, but sometimes it even comes down to the next possession. And I'm not trying to put a shadow over Cambridge Springs. They're very talented. As Coach mentioned, they have size, they have quickness, they have a few scores, which we'll talk about shortly. But they have to come out and be ready to go out of the gate because this Kennedy team is a firehouse.
Kennedy and Cambridge Springs tonight here on News Talk 790 WPIC. A special thanks to Kennedy for allowing us to tie in with their video. It's available via YouTube, the Kennedy Family of Schools. Thanks to Lee Groce for his technical assistance as well, and John Namey and Janet Taylor and everybody here. We thank them for making that work, and
absolutely
very much appreciated. And so that helps their video, helps our audience as well. It's mutually beneficial.
Anything we can do in these times to help everybody else benefits everybody, and that's both schools. So it's nice to be able to tie into that for the fans that cannot be here.
And a special hello to everybody up in Crawford County, the Cambridge Springs area, Cambridge Springs and Venango, and all the other areas that are part of the northern part of the Pencrest School District, that the Cambridge Springs fans, and just all the basketball fans in general who are tuning in tonight. It is literally March Madness. We're in March, and it's we have a full slate of games here throughout District 10. We'll touch on those as well. When we come back, we will take a deeper look at the home team, the Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles. Our pregame continues after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
I'm stylish.
I'm classic.
I'm extremely sarcastic.
I'm in love with this band.
I'm the #1 fan.
I'm a musical genius.
Let your t-shirt do the talking. We've got just the message you're looking for.
Need a customized t-shirt? Then stop at 2J's and a B Custom Screen Printing in Hermitage. From your favorite prints to customized t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Shop 2J's and a B Custom Screen Printing with big city design right here at home. 2J's and a B Custom Screen Printing on East State Street in Hermitage.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds Wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City Girls Basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
And now, Power Remodeling presents another episode of Home Improvement Drama.
So you can replace my windows?
We can replace your windows.
And you are trustworthy?
We're very trustworthy.
And you'll do it in one day?
Absolutely.
And this is the best deal ever?
Ever.
Well, okay then.
All right then.
1 week later.
You never showed up this morning.
Yeah, I got sick.
Thought you said you were reliable.
I said we were trustworthy.
Huh?
Warner's Homes and Improvements have over 50 years of experience working with all types of windows. You can depend on Warner's Homes and Improvements to give you a great quality product. The majority of Warner's window installations will be completed within 1 business day. Their certified technicians will install your windows with a tight seal to give you protection from the elements and savings on your energy bills. Warner's Homes and Improvements offers a number of services for replacement windows. For more details, go to warnerconstruction.com. Quality you can trust. Warner's Homes and Improvements, South Erie Street, Mercer.
Countdown to Tip-Off is brought to you by Taylor Toyota, Chevrolet, and Kia of Hermitage. Online at drivetaylor.com.
Welcome back to Kennedy Catholic High School. Ryan Briggs and Brian Brown with you. Andy Ryder back in the studio producing our game. And just a bit of housekeeping. I was wrong. Our friend Lee here at Kennedy is Groce. I don't know what the proper term would be, but called him Groce, but it's Lee Groce. So sorry, Lee. But I guess Bob Greenberg made the same mistake. So I guess I'm in good company.
We're 2 for 2.
We are, yeah.
But we've got to clear it up now. Moving forward, we've got it down pat.
Well, we thank Lee. He's got everything all set up.
A gross mistake, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know if it's necessarily gross. I've been called gross, though. But
well, it kind of looked gross, you and I trying to get in here tonight. It's a little tight.
But hey,
I love the view.
Yeah, it's a tremendous view. We are at mid-court. We are opposite the scorer's table and the benches here at Kennedy. For those watching on video, it's the same vantage point that you'll see. So it will be we'll be mid-court. Kennedy will be going left to right in the first half. Teams are not on the floor at the moment. They were out warming up earlier. And they are now have retreated to their locker rooms, although Cambridge Springs is getting ready to take the floor.
Yeah, it looks simultaneously. It looks like they're both going to come out here real quick. So
and Kennedy's in the tunnel across the way. Normally when we're on the other side, we never see them come out.
No, never. And I can tell you this much, and no disrespect to anything here at Kennedy, they're always tremendous. I like this view much, much better. We are on the back row, on the opposite side of the coaches and teams, so we get to see their reactions to the game, as well as when we, before previously, we were on their same side. So it's getting excitement time here in championship week at District 10. Title on the line, Briggsy.
The Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles, 21-2. It's been certainly an interesting season.
Sure.
Coaching change at midseason. Dustin Golub stepped down for personal reasons, replaced by assistant Ryan Anderton. He, of course, was a tremendous player at Franklin back in the mid-'90s under the legendary coach Bill Hager. Was on a couple teams that went to the state semifinals. He has taken over as the head coach. And obviously, 2 things. Number one, he's been around a long time. He knows he and his staff know what they're doing. But secondly, I think we always tend to underestimate the resiliency of young people. And this Kennedy team, they've just kept chugging along, 21 wins and 23 outings.
Well, sometimes they don't even recognize things that are in front of them. It's just, we got to go play ball. And when you talk about a Ryan Anderton, there's a reason why they hired Dustin Golub. There's a reason why he's not here for personal reasons, whatever. In a lot of school districts, that could have been a big issue. You got Ryan Anderton coming in here. That's just next man up, and he's very capable of guiding this team. A wealth of experience, as you mentioned, played for one of the best in Franklin. So don't feel bad for Kennedy at this point in time. They are loaded and they are ready to go.
Golden Eagles, they, as we said, a lot of firepower. 4 men averaging double figures. Now, one of those, Malik Lampkins-Rudolph, ineligible for the playoffs as he had transferred in from Sharon. But they still have another guy averaging 9.8 per game in Gio Magestro. It's Skylar Thomas, the 6'5" senior, leading the way at 15.7 points per game. Then Elijah Harden, 5'9" junior guard, lightning quick, averaging over 14 per game. DeJean Young, 6'3" sophomore. He's at 12.5 per game. Then Magestro at nearly 10 per game. They can do it inside, they can do it outside, they can do it in a half court and going full court. Kennedy, this is as talented as an offensive team in our area as you'll see.
As I would put it, put the ball in Elijah Harden's hands and let the rest fill the spots, because he's going to be the playmaker out there, as you said, lightning quick, that's going to set the pace, whether it's in a half-court trap, a full-court trap, whether it's just off of a make or a miss. Get it in his hands and let your horses run. And they have a lot of horses, and they have some depth as well. So look for Kennedy to just come out really explosive tonight, and they have a lot of weapons that they can do that for sure.
Golden Eagles have Harden with 49 threes, Magestro 48, Skylar Thomas with 36. Between the three of them, that's about 130, over 130 in 23 games. Between them, they're averaging over 6, almost 7 threes a game.
Well, again, though, Briggsy, I think you have to have balance with that. We have a lot of teams, primarily all of them, that live and die with that three ball. So a 12-point lead anymore does not really last very long, or a 12-point lead becomes a 22-point lead. So I think you have to manage those shots, and I think you have to manage the clock and the score when it's appropriate and when it is not to use that three ball. But yes, certainly they are not shy behind the line.
Kennedy 21-2, the number 1 seed in the tournament. Cambridge Springs 16-4, number 2 seed in this year's tournament. And you're wondering, well, who are the 4 losses against? Well, Cambridge Springs lost at Franklin, who's hosting Sharpsville in the 3A title game tonight. A team that Kennedy needed double overtime to win or to defeat. A couple weeks later, Cambridge Springs lost at Brookville, who's 3A, 56-43. Brookville has 1 loss this season in District 9. They're a team to keep an eye on. Lost to Northeast, who won the region up in Erie County in 3A. And then a loss at Fort LaBeouf, who's an okay 4A team. And then Cambridge Springs going undefeated in its league this year. The Blue Devils under head coach Becky Leandro, they are a stout team coming in.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And, that's an important stat about the Franklin. And you and I have had an opportunity to travel to Franklin a couple times this year. They are a dynamic group there. They can put 89 up on you and on any single night. They love the three ball. But what I like about Cambridge Springs is I'm looking over their stat sheet right now. Yeah, they have Nathan Held at 32 three-pointers on the year, Hunt and Spade with 21. But after that, it balances right out. So they're not kind of a one-trick pony. They have the height. They have the size inside. They can hurt you. They have some matchup issues that they can create for an opposing team. So don't expect to see a lot of possessions look the same for Cambridge Springs. They're going to kind of methodically work through this, and I think it's going to be a little bit of a tale of get out of the gate quick for Kennedy and maybe use some clock on Cambridge Springs side.
A lot of size for Cambridge Springs.
Yes.
Held is 6'5". Trent Wheeler, who's a starting quarterback for Cambridge Springs, 6'5". Jaden Shinsky at 6'6". And then Asa Henderson and Hunter Spade, the guards, 5'11", 5'10", respectively. These are big guys. When you look at them, they're warming up. They're big guys who can move. Wheeler played quarterback for the football team, and just in watching them, I had a chance to see him not in person but on film. He moves very well. They're not just guys that just stand on the block and get in the way.
Well, 6'5" is not like 6'5" used to be back in the 80s, as I recall. But, very athletic. They can all move well. You're not a quarterback without great athleticism back there. Good vision. That's another thing that I think that sometimes people forget about is the actual court awareness. And if you're running a huddle in football rather, I can't wait to see what you can do on a basketball court, because many, many, many great quarterbacks were also great basketball players and great shortstops. So moving into the fall, into your season, Briggsy, where you're getting ready to go. So really excited to see this. And Coach Anderson kind of mentioned it earlier. We can't come out flat. We got to be ready, because their record is not really as good as what they are, for sure.
And it's still a pretty good record, 6-2 coming in, winning 800 winning percentage.
Absolutely.
Kennedy and Cambridge Springs tonight. Winner will advance into the state tournament to take on the District 6 champion Portage, and that will be a home game for the District 10 champs. So if Kennedy wins, it'll be Kennedy at home next Saturday. If it's Cambridge Springs, the Blue Devils will host Portage next Saturday. We'll take a break. We'll come back with the Penn Ohio Roofing starting lineups on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Scheduled an appointment yet? The QuickMed Walk-In Clinic is now open, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to 1. QuickMed has a dedicated on-site medical team available to treat minor injuries and illnesses. It's quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. Located at 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. QuickMed is part of Steward Medical Group and Sharon Regional Medical Center. Learn more at SharonRegionalMedical.org.
What do I get for my vote? As voters, we have every right to ask that question. Here in Mercer County, we have an important decision to make on May 18th as we choose our next county judge. What do I get for my vote? Magisterial District Judge D. Neil McEwen will answer that question in full transparency. With a vote for Judge McEwen, we get a commitment to integrity, honesty, and fairness. Experience for the bench, earned on the bench. What do I get for my vote? Get the full answer now at neilmcEwenforjudge.com.
Paid for by the committee to elect D. Neil McEwen Judge. Aaron Pisano, Treasurer.
Get your leprechaun on at O'Neill Coffee. Stop by for our amazing Shamrock Shenanigans milkshake or try a Dublin Ditty latte. Feeling extra green? An O'Malley matcha or Blarney Breeze smoothie will have you doing an Irish jig. While you're at O'Neill Coffee, stock up on all your favorite bagged coffees and receive a free single pot packet of Irish cream with a $30 purchase. O'Neill Coffee is open daily from 7 to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. O'Neill Coffee online at o'neillcoffee.com or in West Middlesex.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Countdown to tip-off is brought to you by Taylor Toyota, Chevrolet, and Kia of Hermitage. Online at drivetaylor.com.
And welcome back to Kennedy Catholic. Ryan Briggs and Brian Brown with you. Andy Ryder back in the studio producing tonight's game. Moments away from tipping off, probably about 6 minutes or so away before we get going here in Hermitage. Brian, before we get to the Penn Ohio Roofing starting lineups, a key or two in your estimation?
I think that Cambridge Springs has to come out ready to play. I thought it was kind of funny as I was sitting at the light here on the freeway that the truck or the bus driver parked out front and the team was standing at the front door. So mistake number one, you come in on the other side. So hopefully they come out ready to go. They don't have the deer in the headlight look, but they've played some quality teams. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Get out quickly and try to hold on. Kennedy Catholic, assert yourself right out of the gate as well. And make sure you don't get in too much foul trouble because Cambridge Springs does have some big boys inside. So get out, set the pace if you're Kennedy. Cambridge Springs, come out hot and hold on.
Before we get to the starting lineups, an update on the 1A title game, Jamestown and Farrell. Over at E.J. McCluskey Gymnasium. They're a long bounce pass away from us here down over the hill. Farrell leading 31-19 in the third quarter. Steelers opening the second half on a 6-0 run. It is time now for tonight's starting lineups, and the starting lineups, as always, are brought to you by Penn Ohio Roofing. Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding, roofing, siding, windows, and more. Find out more at PennOhioRC.com. First for the host Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles, will line them up this way. The guards are Elijah Harden, 5'9", junior, averaging 14.4 points per game, and Gio Magestro, 6-foot junior, averaging 9.8 per game. Up front, the forwards, Dejon Young, 6'3", sophomore. He's averaging 12.6 per game. Skylar Thomas, 6'5", senior, averaging a team-high 15.7 points per game. And in the middle, it's Malachi Owens. He's a 6'5", sophomore, averaging 4 points per game. Harden, Magestro, Owens, Young, and Thomas for Kennedy. Interim head coach Ryan Anderton leading the Eagles. They are 21-2 overall. On the Cambridge Springs side, under head coach Becky Leandro, 16-4 overall. The Blue Devils will have Asa Henderson at one guard spot. He's a 5'11 senior, averaging 2 points per game. The other guard, Hunter Spade, 5'10 junior. Spade, 21 threes on the season. He averages 7 points per game. Up front, Trent Wheeler, 6'5 senior, averaging 11 points per night. Nathan Held, 6'5 junior, 32 threes on the year this year, held the leading scorer at 16.1 per game. In the middle, it will be Jaden Shinsky, 6'6 senior, averaging 11 per game, averaging 14 and a half in the playoffs, however. Team high 15 points in the semifinal win over Cochranton. So it's Held, Henderson, Spade, Wheeler, and Shinsky for Cambridge Springs. Kennedy will be in the white jerseys with gold numbers and letters outlined in burgundy trim. Cambridge Springs in the black jerseys with Interstate Highway sign blue, numbers and letters outlined in white, blue and white trim for the Spa on the road tonight. We'll take our final break. We'll come back with a tip-off after this. It's the District 10 2A title game on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Injuries slow you down, but the team at Sharon Regional Sports Medicine is dedicated to getting you safely back on the move. Their nationally board and state certified athletic trainers and specially trained PTs and OTs are there to meet your needs. From ACL tears to rotator cuff injuries, shoulder, arm, or ankle pain, and more, the team works closely with you to reduce pain, speed healing, and prevent re-injury. Visit Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, conveniently located in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
Great work, Smith. In appreciation of your hard work, please accept this plaque of recognition.
Awards.
And here's to the Hornets basketball team.
Trophies.
Did you see the size of those trophies?
Recognition.
The Engraving Place makes personalized plaques and trophies for all your recognition of excellence needs. Thousands of designs for any occasion. Visit them at 1945 East State in Hermitage.
Did you know that Mancino's Driving School can give you your driver's test? That's right. Mancino's Driving School provides an approved Pennsylvania Department of Education certified driving course as well as behind-the-wheel training. Mancino's Driving School offers one-on-one, on-the-road driving lessons 7 days a week with day and evening hours. They use only certified driving instructors that have undergone extensive background investigation. For details or more information on adult training, go online to mancinosdrivingschool.com.
A community is more than just houses, buildings, and streets. It's the people who live and work and contribute to making life for themselves and the people around them better. Attorney Bill Motor believes in the young people who are this community's future. Attorney Bill Motor would like to say good luck, good health, and best wishes to all the players, coaches, band members, and cheerleaders in today's game and throughout the season. Attorney Bill Motor, 2500 Highland Road, Hermitage.
Lombardi Dental takes pride in providing stress-free, convenient, and affordable dental care for you and your family. Visit lombardismiles.com to see the services that they provide, then relax.
I'm not even going to look in your mouth until you're ready for it. And, you know, the fact that they've taken the leap of faith and they've swallowed their pride and they've come in to see me to get help, I applaud people for that.
Lombardi Dental in Sharpsville at 60 North Mercer Avenue. Discover your smile at Lombardi Dental.
For a student athlete, a sports injury can mean the bench. The orthopedic and sports medicine team at Sharon Regional Medical Center is ready to help athletes get off the sidelines and back into action. Our medical and rehab team features board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Dr. Stephen Hand. In addition, our nationally board and state-certified athletic trainers are on the sidelines, and specially trained PTs and OTs are here to meet your needs. Visit the orthopedic and sports medicine centers with convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab services.
District 10 championship night on the boys' side here on 790 WPIC. In 2A, our game coming up here in just a moment, Kennedy Catholic and Cambridge Springs. 3A, Sharpsville is at Farrell. We'll have updates on that one throughout the night. And in 4A on Sports Radio 96.7, it's Hickory hosting Harbor Creek. In 1A, that was a 6 o'clock tip. Farrell leading Jamestown 41-23. A big third quarter for the Steelers as they look to get back into the state tournament this year in 1A as opposed to in 2A. Tomorrow, full slate of girls action. We'll talk about that as the evening goes on. But Brian, should be a lot of fun here tonight.
Yeah, no matter who you're announcing right now or who you're talking about, congratulations to everybody and every school district that is still playing. I've said it 2 or 3 times now, it's championship week. And I was watching this Cambridge Springs team warm up. They are not phased one bit. They are ready to go, and I love what they're doing right now. They're staying on the floor, almost like a prize fighter saying, hey, listen, we're ready to go.
Starters introduced for each team. For Kennedy, Elijah Hardin, Gio Magistro, Malachi Owens, Dejon Young, and Skylar Thomas. Cambridge Springs going with Nathan Held, Asa Henderson, Hunter Spade, Trent Wheeler, and Jaden Shinsky. Your lead referee is Tim Levan, veteran official of many a District 10 playoff game, joined by Tommy Ryder and Steven Searle.
Nice crew out there tonight.
Kennedy will go left to right here in the first half. In its home gymnasium, it will be Skylar Thomas jumping center against Trent Wheeler. Tim Levan gets ready to put the ball in the air. He does. We're underway. Tip controlled by the Spa. Cambridge Springs going right to left. And we're underway in the District 10 championship game. Hunter Spade with it, harassed by Hardin. Entry batted away. Back to Spade. Hooks it far block. Wheeler posting up. Puts up a jumper short. Rebound grab. Put back good and a foul. Nathan Held crashing the offensive glass, and Cambridge Springs fires the first salvo of tonight's game.
And it's real obvious early on, Ryan Briggs, that they are going to go into their size, and they're going to work it from the inside out tonight from Cambridge Springs. Nice possession. Sorry, Bridgie.
That's okay. Fouls on Malachi Owens. No good on the foul shot, but Held grabs the rebound. Tip batted around. No good. Grab by Held. Puts it up. No, and he'll go back to the line, and Cambridge Springs so far attacking the offensive glass.
Yeah, 4 offensive rebounds and 2 fouls. Not the start you want if you're Kennedy. For Cambridge Springs and Coach Becky Leonardo over there, outstanding start.
So it puts Held back on the line to shoot 2 more, and he misses that one. Held came in at 73%, 74 of 101, but unable to get dialed in so far.
Well, and that's a big thing, Briggsy, because if you're going to take it inside, you're going to draw fouls, you got to knock him down. He misses the second one.
And the rebound corralled by Gio Magistro. So now we get our first look at the Kennedy offense. Golden Eagles moving left to right. Hardin working against Asa Henderson. Hardin, top of the key. Working on the left side now, gives it off to Young. Or excuse me, that's Thomas. Pull up 3, no good. Rebound Owens on the block. Ball batted away, it's loose, tipped around, and Shinsky grabs it for Cambridge Springs. Left wing with it is Spade. Finds Held, near block. Shinsky kicks it out. Pump fake by Wheeler. Pulls to his left, 3 top of the key, no good. Gio Magistro, another rebound for Kennedy. 1 minute gone by, 2-0 Cambridge Springs with the lead. Hardin into the paint, stumbles, dumps it inside for Owens. Owens finds Thomas. Floater on the baseline from 8, no good. Shinsky with the rebound and a foul on the rebound. It's on Young, it's his second.
Yeah, I thought Hardin got away with a walk as he was penetrating into the Cambridge Springs area, into the paint. And 3 quick fouls on Kennedy to start this game as Kennedy comes up. I'm not sure what to stop. Oh, we got a sub coming in, and Kennedy is up full court pressure now. Looks like just a straight man-to-man.
Young checks out with the 2 fouls, and Nick Ondo, 6'3" sophomore, in. He comes in at the 6:49 mark. Held into Henderson in the backcourt. Finds Shinsky near midcourt, over to Held across the timeline. Held will move it out to Spade. 1-4 for Cambridge Springs. Spade dribbling right side to Shinsky. Shinsky with it into the right corner. Held is open, 3 on the way, off the backboard, no, but Held grabs the rebound. Dump it on the far block, inside, block to block. Shinsky puts it up and in.
Well, you're working that triangle down in the inside there. That's going to work all night long. They have the size to do it, and we have a quick Kennedy Catholic timeout.
Golden Eagles take a timeout. 6:18 to go first quarter. 4-0 Cambridge Springs leads. Back after this 30-second timeout on News Talk 790 WPIC.
I'm classic. I'm extremely sarcastic.
I'm in love with this band.
I'm the #1 fan. I'm a musical genius.
Let your t-shirt do the talking. We've got just the message you're looking for.
Need a customized t-shirt? Then stop at 2J's Custom Screen Printing in Hermitage. From your favorite prints to customized t-shirts, hoodies, and more. Shop 2J's Custom Screen Printing with big city design right here at home. 2J's Custom Screen Printing on East State Street in Hermitage.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab services.
Kennedy ball coming out of the timeout. Elijah Harden pulls up with the right elbow. Jump shot well short. Rebound saved, but it hit Ondo as Thomas tried to save it. It goes out of bounds and back to Cambridge Springs. And Brian, in the pregame, you talked about a good start being very important for Cambridge Springs. The Blue Devils have gotten exactly that.
Yeah, and for both teams to get a quick start, but Cambridge Springs out of the gate early.
4-0, 2 minutes gone by. Held left of the lane, kicks it off to Wheeler. Wheeler on the baseline, 15-foot fadeaway, good.
Briggsy, that's a huge shot. It just sounds like it's 2 points, but momentum going Cambridge Springs' way.
Wheeler, the 6'5 senior, hits the 15-foot. Magistro, far corner three, long, weak side board. Shinsky grabs it for Cambridge Springs.
Now they have to be patient with this possession right here, Cambridge Springs, and they're not.
A trap, a steal. Magistro takes it away. Magistro lays it up and in.
Yeah, that was key right there as the Kennedy fan base gets excited.
First thing they've had to get excited about.
Right, other than being in the gym.
Held far side, lost his balance, but got the ball away over to Spade. Spade against the half-court trap. Left side, Henderson three. It is off the mark. Rebound grabbed by Wheeler. High off the glass, no good. Shinsky had the rebound. It was knocked away by Thomas. It will stay Cambridge Springs ball. But Cambridge Springs clearly dominating the glass.
How about the job Jaden Shinsky's doing in there? He's tall, he's lanky, but he knows where that ball is going to be. That's a big difference.
Spade will inbound on the baseline. 6'2", Spa. Near corner, Shinsky hoists a three. It's off the backboard. Did not look like a real confident-looking shot.
Yeah, not his forte for sure.
Ondo grabbed the rebound. Skylar Thomas with it. Drives in the lane. Up with the right hand. No good. Rebound pulled out of there by Shinsky for Cambridge Springs.
Again, Shinsky on the boards. He's a presence.
Move it ahead to Held. Now near block. Posting up as Shinsky. Kicks it back out to Spade. On the right side, over to Held, and now back up top. A three put up by Held, who walked with the ball, and then the shot was an air ball. It was rather ugly.
Yeah,
ugly. That's the way to describe that.
I think he just was not expecting to find out what he had, and he was wide open, and then he kind of just got caught in between driving and shooting, and neither worked very well.
Kennedy has the basketball. Magistro with it. Magistro to the foul line. Kick out left side for Thomas. Thomas in the paint, slipped but kept the pivot foot down, shot no good. Wheeler cradles the rebound.
Again, one and done for Kennedy. Cambridge Springs doing a great job offensively and defensively.
Half-court trap, the ball knocked away from Spade, but Magistro knocks it out of bounds. Cambridge Springs will have it in the backcourt with 4:06 to go in the first quarter. 6-2, Cambridge Springs leads.
I think if Coach Anderton right now would pick up the pace and jump the ball, they could get out in transition.
Into the front court comes Henderson along the right sideline. Out to Shinsky and back out to Held. Held to the ball fake. Held into the lane up with the right hand. No, he's fouled, and Held will go back to the line at the 3:53 mark.
Yeah, that gets 4-0 on the scoreboard in terms of fouls. Kennedy, their fourth foul. Cambridge Springs yet to commit a foul, and it looks like we have our first media timeout.
3:53 to go first quarter. 6-2 Cambridge Springs with the lead. And Nathan Held will be at the line when we come back on News Talk 790 WPIC.
So, I'm in the grocery store, perusing the pharmaceutical aisle, doing the best I can without my bifocals to read these labels that say things like benzalkonium chloride or diphosphate something or other. What does that do exactly? Well, you're certainly not going to get answers in a grocery store, are you?
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Hermitage has the answers you're looking for. So bring your prescriptions and your questions to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, East State Street in Hermitage.
Hi, this is Joe Flynn with Flynn's Tire. We know how valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways to purchase tires from Flynn's. First, just drive in, because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in and Flynn's will get you in right now.
Tell them Vinny sent you.
The first quarter is being brought to you by Sharon Regional Sports Medicine, the area's most comprehensive provider of sports medicine and sports rehab services.
3:53 to go in the first quarter here in Hermitage. And Cambridge Springs off to a good start, leading 6-2. Nathan Held back at the line.
73% on the year for Nathan Held.
But 0 for 3 tonight.
Right.
Fouls on Hardin prior to the break, his first, team fourth.
If you're in the first quarter and you've been to the foul line 3 times, you're doing something out there. It'll start to kind of ease into itself and let the game come to him. He'll start knocking some of these down.
Held line to the left, long, no good.
But not yet.
So it remains 6-2, but Cambridge Springs, leaving some points out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Second one for Held. Long, no good. Ball batted off the backboard, loose in the lane, grabbed by Held, puts it high off the glass and good.
He's shaking his head. How did that go in? And I'm missing 4 free throws already.
Just need that degree of difficulty.
Wow.
8-2, Cambridge Springs, 3:38 to go first quarter. Hardin with it, around an Ondo screen. Hardin into the paint, 10-foot leaner, no, but a foul, and we will have the first free throws of the night for Kennedy Catholic.
8-2 is the score with 3:32 to go in the first. But Briggs, you're right. This could be a 12-2, a 14-2, somewhere in that range game. Cambridge Springs coming out, doing a nice job.
Hardin line to the right, first free throw, it's long, no good. The foul was on Henderson, his first and the team's first. Hardin, 57% at the line coming in, and he'll look to split the pair here. Hardin aims, shoots, good. His first point, and it's 8-3.
And Kennedy back up in a full-court man-to-man press.
Shinsky gets it back to Spade, and ahead to Held. Held one-on-one with Owens. Held attacks the hoop, stuffed by Owens. Rebound Thomas. Here come the Golden Eagles. Skylar Thomas along the right sideline. Thomas pull up 3 on the way, long. Rebound snared by Cambridge Springs as Spade grabs it.
Again, one and done. Spade's the smallest kid on the floor. He grabs the rebound.
Spade now working against Ondo. Into the paint. Shinsky driving kick near corner. Held 3, long. Rebound Magestro. Gio Magestro leads the break. Gets to the left block, drives in, high off the glass, no rebound, volleyed around inside, still loose, and it goes out of bounds off of Kennedy, and it will be Cambridge Springs ball with 2:52 to go first quarter. Devils lead 8-3.
Yeah, Gio Magestro did a nice job on a hesitation dribble. Dribbled hard, hesitated, stood up, the defenseman stood right up and took him to the hoop, just didn't cash it in.
Held across the timeline, harassed by Ondo. Ondo out there for Dejon Young, who picked up 2 quick fouls. Henderson on the right side. Onto the right block, and a travel will be called on Held, posting up inside. Kennedy will regain possession with 2:37 to go first quarter.
Yeah, I think it'd be a good point in time for Cambridge Springs to just kind of slow down a little bit. Obviously, offensively, they have Kennedy frustrated right now.
Hardin across the timeline. Skylar Thomas left wing, skip back to Hardin on the right side. Hardin, a long 3, rims out, ball tipped around, and Cambridge Springs another defensive rebound. That time it's Wheeler who brings it in.
Very impressed with Cambridge Springs' rebounding ability.
It's one thing to have size, but you have to know how to use it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Held on the left side, we'll swing it off to Spade. Spade, ball poked away, loose on the floor, dug out by Held. Cambridge Springs keeps it. Find Wheeler on the right side. Wheeler drives in, shovels it inside, batted away. Magestro comes up with it for Kennedy. Magestro to the 3-point line, out top to Hardin. Hardin with a head fake. Now Hardin drives the lane, and he'll be fouled as he gets to the foul line. And the foul will go on Cambridge Springs' Asa Henderson, and that'll be his second. Team second.
That's something Elijah Hardin can do. I mean, it's hard to match up with his quickness. He gets you on his hip, and then he can draw the foul. Maybe try to get him again out in transition and make this more of a full court game, because Kennedy's frustrated in a half-court set.
Magestro has it in the far corner for Kennedy. Magestro now driving in, puts up a circus shot over Shinsky, no good. Rebound grabbed by Owens, blocked by Wheeler, but a foul. And now Wheeler and Owens get tangled up inadvertently.
Yeah, they broke out of that very nicely, because it looked a little ugly at first, but they both kind of let go of each other simultaneously. Going after it hard here with 1:37 to go in the first quarter. Cambridge Springs holding on to an 8-3 lead right now.
Wheeler the foul, his first, team third. Malachi Owens will shoot 2. Owens 20 of 32 at the line, 62.5%. First one is up and long, no good. Kennedy brought in Remington Hart, 6'2 sophomore. He checked in for Ondo in the last stoppage. Zane Smith was in for Cambridge Springs. Now he's out. Replaced in the lineup. It's a cup of coffee for Smith. Owens' second freebie is good. Henderson back in as Coach Leandro goes offense-defense with a substitution.
Nice job doing that even in the first quarter.
Henderson out there with the 2 fouls. Held on the left wing with it. And give it out to Spade on the near side. Left wing Wheeler. Kennedy in the man-to-man. Inside for cutting Shinsky. Shinsky left block. Finds Held left corner. Back to Shinsky posting up. Hook over Owens. No. Skylar Thomas yanks down the rebound. Outlet ahead to Harden. Harden at the 3-point line. Ball hit his foot loose. Scramble for it. And ball pops out of there. Wow. And finally a jump ball is called. No danger of a quick whistle there.
No, and I still don't think anybody really technically had possession of that ball. It just was 4 or 5 guys in there just scrumming for it, and I think before something got out of hand, they just called the jump ball.
Zane Smith back in. Henderson out for Cambridge Springs at the 105 mark. Smith in there for defensive purposes, guarding Harden. Harden pulls up in the foul circle. Jumper good, and a foul on Smith on the box out. Elijah Harden, a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, and that's the spark that Kennedy Catholic needs before the end of this quarter, just under a minute to go.
Now Smith out, and back in is Henderson. A minute to go, first quarter. Harden, line to the right. 1 of 2 at the line, 3 points for the junior guard. And long rebound pulled down by Shinsky for Cambridge Springs.
The majority of all the free throws tonight have been long. I don't know if somebody's got a back door open here or what's going on.
Yeah, the fans are going, but it's affecting both ends. Held left wing with it. 45 seconds to go first quarter. Cambridge Springs with the lead. Move it back out for Henderson. Off to Held around a screen. Now up top to Spade. Spade gets through 2 double teams. Hoists a shot. Good.
Wow, the defensive pressure by Magestro almost forced him into that open shot. Way to finish for that Cambridge Spring kid. Nice job.
About a 14-footer for Spade. Back the way Harden shot, stuffed by Shinsky, but Harden with the rebound. Now Harden doubled, ball knocked away. It's loose, and Cambridge Springs has it. A jump ball is called as Harden was able to tie up Spade to prevent a fast break, but 15 seconds to go first quarter. Cambridge Springs with the ball and a 4-point lead.
Well, the early battle between the offense number 1 in district and the defense number 2 in the district. The defense is prevailing right now, and that's Cambridge Springs.
Spade with it. Spade in the right corner. Pestered by Magestro. Ball knocked away. Goes into the backcourt. Grabbed by Henderson, who got away with a walk. 3 seconds to go. Pull up 3. Spade.
Oh, my. What a way to finish the quarter for Cambridge Springs. And as we mentioned, the number 2 defense in District 10 is holding the number 1 offense, averaging 75 a night, to 6 points out of the gate in the first quarter.
Good start for Cambridge Springs on the road. Blue Devils lead Kennedy Catholic. It is 13-6. We'll come back with the second quarter after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Takes pride in providing stress-free, convenient, and affordable dental care for you and your family. Visit LombardiSmiles.com to see the services that they provide, then relax.
Barring some circumstances that are more complicated, I want to be able to take care of you from start to finish. And I don't really want to have to send you anywhere else, because I know the inconvenience that comes with that.
Lombardi Dental in Sharpsville at 60 North Mercer Avenue. Discover your smile at Lombardi Dental.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds Wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City Girls Basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to Reinhardt's.com for more information.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
Kennedy ball to start the second quarter. Golden Eagles down 7, 13-6. They go left to right here in the second quarter. Ryan Briggs and Brian Brown with you tonight on 790 WPIC. Skylar Thomas between the circles, works it near side for Dejon Young, who's out there with the 2 fouls. He'll pull up 3 on the way, no good. Rebound, Owens puts it up and gets it to go.
Wow, he was high flying there. Owens, nice offensive rebound. Full court pressure now.
Wheeler in the backcourt for Cambridge Springs brings it ahead to the foul line inside to Shinsky. He'll put it up and in.
Yeah, they do a nice job. This press has not hurt Cambridge Springs at all. They get the ball to the middle of the floor, good spacing.
15-8, 7:20 to go first half. Dejon Young with it. I think Coach Anderton figures he has to have Young out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Left side for Young. He will drive in. Now cut off, bounce pass down low, but a travel on Young. Tried the jump stop, but had an extra step in there.
Kennedy right now is working like everybody's behind the arc. There isn't like a 4-1 or anything of that nature, and they have not so far been able to get into any type of offensive rhythm.
Wheeler in the backcourt with it. He'll give it back to Spade. Spade trapped at midcourt. Ball knocked away, but it comes back to him inside. Held on the block, puts it up. No, but a foul on Malachi Owens. That's his second.
Yeah, I thought Cambridge Springs got away with a double dribble there, but it must have been tipped. We've got a great view here, but the ref's got a better view than we do.
Owens, his second foul, team 5th. Either a double dribble, a travel, or a jump ball even.
Yeah.
But instead,
all the above.
Held hits the first free throw, 5 points for Held. 1 of 6 at the line. And hey, if you're going to pull an upset in the playoffs, sometimes you need a break or two.
Oh, you need a lot of breaks, and you need a lot of things going your way. He missed the second one again.
But he did hit the first one, and the rebound is grabbed by Skylar Thomas. Thomas down the lane with the right hand, glass and good. Skylar Thomas into the scoring column.
Yeah, I think that was tipped as well, but it went through the net. That's all that matters.
16-10, Spa, 6:45 to go, first half. Shinsky over to Spade, right corner to Held. Held against Young. Held, backing him down. Kick up top. Wheeler a ball fake. Wheeler into the paint. Back to Held, right corner. 3 on the way, short. Shinsky grabs the rebound. He'll move it back up top to Spade. Up top, 3 ball. Back of the rim, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Owens for Kennedy.
Let's see if Kennedy can get something going here.
Magestro into the front court. Gio Magestro, top of the key. Now up top to Skylar Thomas. Drive it, kick back to Magestro. Catch and shoot. 3, good.
There it goes. Here comes the momentum now. Basketball's a game of runs. Kennedy's on one right now.
Magestro hits the 3. He has 5 points tonight. Smith in the backcourt will give it off to Shinsky. Shinsky over the timeline. Pivots. He'll give it off on the near side. Back over to Spade. Spade inside for Wheeler, posting up. Goes block to block. Hits the leg of Shinsky out of bounds. And Kennedy will regain possession with 5:50 to go in the half. Smith out, Henderson back in. Or no, well, now Smith's back at the table. He just checked out. And now Henderson came in, and then they bring him back out. Smith's out there for defense, protecting Henderson with the 2 fouls.
You kind of sense Cambridge Springs getting a little tight here.
Just even that right there.
Yeah.
But the Blue Devils have a 3-point lead. Harden with it. Harden against the zone, driving in, blocked by Shinsky. Rebound grabbed by Wheeler.
Big possession here for Cambridge Springs.
Spade across the timeline. Spade into the right corner for Held. Back to Smith on the left wing. Smith, left-hand dribble. Appropriate for a guy named Zane Smith. Back out to Held. Near corner Smith, 3 on the way. Good for Zane Smith.
That's a big answer right there, because you could tell that Cambridge Springs was just tightening up a little bit.
Smith hits the 3, his 10th of the season. The lead doubled. Back the other way. Thomas left wing 3 short. Rebound into the corner. Thomas and Owens smash into each other. Ball goes out of bounds.
One of them's late getting up.
That's Thomas. Neither one of those guys are lightweights.
No, for sure.
Running full speed, Owens and then Thomas. They don't list weights on the roster, but they're both over 200.
Thomas moving still a little bit slow. He's a little dazed after that one.
Malachi Owens blindsides you. That's what happens.
Yeah.
But a steal. Young it hit the leg of the referee. Works it inside for Thomas. Then Thomas is fouled in the lane. We've had a lot going on. We still have 4:42 to go in the second quarter.
We got a lot of nothing going on. I mean, there's all kinds of physicality out there on the floor. I would say at this point in time, Briggsy, the last 2 minutes has been very sloppy play. And so let's see if one of these coaches can kind of dial their team down a little bit here and start executing a little better.
The foul's on Henderson, his third, team fifth. Inbound to DeJean Young, right wing three, no good. Owens rebound, dumps it down inside for Young to put it up, no, but a foul. Shinsky blocked the shot, but he also got a good chunk of DeJean Young, and Young will shoot two. Fouls on Shinsky, his first, team sixth. Kennedy's in the bonus for the rest of the half, and DeJean Young, scoreless so far tonight, he'll shoot two.
And you know, the game did not start out that way, but Kennedy now, as you mentioned, will be at the free throw line after every foul now.
Young's first free throw is good, cuts it to 16-14 with 4:36 to go in the first half. Parker Schmidt came in briefly for Cambridge Springs. He's out. Second free throw is good. For Young, he goes 2 for 2, and the Golden Eagles have cut it to 19-14. With 4:30 to go in the half. Wheeler, left wing, pulls up three on the way. Off the rim, no good, and a foul coming up on, no, it hit the basket support. And that might have been a break for Cambridge Springs, because I think they could have gotten, would have been not Shinsky, but held for getting on the back of the defender. But the dead ball called by the trail official, so it's Kennedy basketball with 4:28 to go in the half.
I don't know if Coach Leandro is happy with that possession or not. That was kind of a quick fire for the three ball.
Harden, a quick fire three, good for the left wing.
Wow, we got a ball game now, Briggsy. That closes it within one here.
Harden's first three of the night. He has 6, 19-18. Harden, 50 threes on the season. Wheeler gets the pass in the front court near the top of the key, and he is fouled by Skylar Thomas. A reach in his first, team sixth. So each team now in the 1-and-1 for the rest of the half.
And that's key. And, you know, we talked about it a little bit. Neither team doing very well from the free throw line right now. So that's going to be key.
Inbound to Shinsky, left of the foul circle. No, left corner for Held. Held drives the baseline, dumps it inside. Shinsky posting up. Layup is good. Shinsky with 6.
Yeah, that's high percentage give and go down on the low block. Nice job, nice execution.
21-18. We'll have a timeout on the next dead ball. Harden with it. Finds Young. Young drives in, crash into the defender. It is a blocking foul called underneath on Cambridge Springs. Held called for the foul. His first, team 7th. And we'll have free throws when we come back. 21-18, Cambridge Springs leads. Back after this media timeout on 790 WPIC.
Can you judge a judge? You will on May 18th as we vote for our next Mercer County judge. One candidate has both the aptitude and a proven judicial temperament for the position. As a former prosecutor and current magisterial district judge, D. Neil McEwen has committed a career to both the safety and security in Mercer County and the integrity of the bench. D. Neil McEwen, experience for the bench, earned on the bench. Get the full answer now at neilmcEwenforjudge.com.
Paid for by the committee to elect D. Neil McEwen judge. Aaron Pisano, treasurer.
Get your leprechaun on at O'Neill Coffee. Stop by for our amazing Shamrock Shenanigans milkshake or try a Dublin Ditty latte. Feeling extra green? An O'Malley matcha or Blarney Breeze smoothie will have you doing an Irish jig. While you're at O'Neill Coffee, stock up on all your favorite bagged coffees and receive a free single pot packet of Irish cream with a $30 purchase. O'Neill Coffee is open daily from 7 to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. O'Neill Coffee online at o'neillcoffee.com or in West Middlesex.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
Coming out of the second quarter media timeout, Kennedy will have free throws coming for sophomore forward DeJean Young. He's at the foul line to the right. Foul was on Held, his first, team 7th. Young's first one is up, catches the front of the rim and drops in. To DeJean Young, 3 for 3 at the line tonight. 21-19, the Blue Devils leading Kennedy by 2. The lead down to 1 as Young hits them both.
Kennedy remains in this full court trap. It has really not affected Cambridge Springs at all.
Shinsky makes the grab near the midcourt circle, gives it off to Smith. Zane Smith, left wing. Moving out for Hunter Spade, right side Wheeler with it. Wheeler to Shinsky on the block, backing down. Spins, hook with a left hand, good. Old school from Shinsky.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice entry, nice drop step going to his left. Nice follow through, easy bucket.
And Owens with the 2 fouls had to be careful.
Absolutely.
Young, he has 2 fouls also. Up top, Harden, long 3. Catches the front of the rim and drops in.
Wow. That came straight down on the front of the rim, hit the back of the glass, and hit nothing but net.
Harden has 9. We're tied at 23 with 3:07 to go in the half. Held into Shinsky. Shinsky back to Held. Left corner 3. Off the mark. Magestro rebound. Kennedy looking for its first lead of the night. Magestro with it to the top of the key. Pull up 3. Good.
Yeah, here we go. Here comes the home crowd as well as Kennedy takes their first lead of the evening.
4th 3 in the second quarter for Kennedy. And you talked about the 3 ball in our pregame.
Yep, absolutely.
Held ahead to Spade. He'll pull up 3 on the way. Off the backboard. No. Magestro rebound. Magestro into the front court. Pulls up in the lane. Scoop with the left hand. Throws up a prayer. It's not answered. Shinsky rebound.
Yeah, that was a little bit of out of control there.
Spade to Smith. Turnaround jumper on the baseline. No good. Rebound Young and then a foul on the rebound. And Cambridge Springs is kind of, the wheels have come off a little bit.
We mentioned it a little bit earlier. You could sense that they were kind of tightening up. And what's happening now, finally, it took quite some time, but Kennedy's getting them at a pace they're not accustomed to. Right now, if I was Cambridge Springs, and there it is. There's a timeout.
Head coach Becky Leandro is going to take a 30-second timeout with 2:19 to go in the half. Dejan Young will shoot a 1-on-1 when we come back after this 30-second timeout on 790 WPIC.
Scheduled an appointment yet? The QuickMed Walk-In Clinic is now open, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 to 1. QuickMed has a dedicated on-site medical team available to treat minor injuries and illnesses. It's quick, easy, and no appointment is needed. Located at 880 West Liberty Street in Hubbard, Ohio. QuickMed is part of Steward Medical Group and Sharon Regional Medical Center. Learn more at SharonRegionalMedical.org.
The second quarter is brought to you by Warner's Homes and Improvements, one of the area's most respected construction companies since 1958.
Dejan Young at the line, shooting a 1-on-1. Free throw up and in. Young 5 for 5. He missed much of the first quarter due to foul trouble, and no doubt Kennedy needs him out there.
Well, he needs to get through this quarter as well.
Second one on the way, good. He is 6 for 6 on a night where everybody else is struggling at the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
28-23, Golden Eagles have surged ahead by 5 as we come up on the 2-minute mark. Spade into the front court. Spade right-hand dribble, working on a 1-4 high to Held right corner. Shinsky right of the lane, back to Held. 3 on the way, long rebound on the near side, a lot of contact both ways, and Thomas with the rebound. Thomas ahead to Harden. Harden pull up, right wing 3, no good. Rebound, Owens tracks it down, tiptoeing the left sideline. Kennedy keeps it. Elijah Harden, guarded by Smith, left corner. Young 3, no, weak side board. Dug out by Wheeler for Cambridge Springs. Certainly this Cambridge Springs team, different team with Henderson not out there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. And it looks like we got a substitution coming in right now for Cambridge Springs.
And a foul in the backcourt on Harden, a reach in his second. Team 7th and a 1-on-1 upcoming for Hunter Spade.
Hunter Spade, 67% on the year. Much needed free throws right now of any type of points getting on the board right now for Cambridge Springs.
Line to the left, first one is good for Hunter Spade. He has 6 points tonight. One thing we've noticed about Spade is just not a lot of arc on his shots.
No, it's kind of a knuckleball, if you will, and it's kind of flat. He's got to get up on his toes to get that ball over the front of the rim.
Second one on the way.
That's much better.
And it's good. He has 7 points, 28-25. Kennedy's lead trimmed to 3. Blaze Campbell in for the first time tonight for Kennedy, 5'11" sophomore. Young on the left wing with it, guarded by Shinsky. That packed in 3-2 zone. Young, right-hand dribble, 1:20 to go. Is it a 3-2 or matchup?
It's man-to-man.
Okay. Nope. 3 from Young, up good in the left corner. Big second quarter for Dejan Young. 9 for the sophomore. 31-25 inside. Parker Schmidt works it inside, knocked out of bounds by Campbell of Kennedy. It will stay Cambridge Springs ball. Schmidt, the 6'4" freshman, in. Now he'll check out held back in with 1:05 to go first half.
Cambridge Springs, too many passes in a tight area right there. Give a shot fake. These Kennedy kids jump through the gym. Give a shot fake. Get them up in the air and draw the foul. They just overpassed in the lane there.
Owens out, Ondo back in. Held right corner 3, well short. Campbell rebound, outlet ahead to Young. Dejan Young will lay it up and in. 11 in the second quarter for Dejan Young.
Yeah, Kennedy is certainly getting their way with everything right now.
Shinsky with it to the left wing. Pulls up, moves it back out to Zane Smith. Out to Spade. 43 seconds to go. Kennedy with an 8-point lead now. Posting up is Wheeler, kick out up top. 3 on the way from Spade, no good. Rebound, Campbell with it for Kennedy. This is a 14-4 run for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, look for a 3 ball to come off here for Kennedy.
23 seconds to go in the half.
All 5 players for Kennedy outside of the 3-point line.
Some confusion for Cambridge Springs defensively. Now they get matched up. 12 seconds to go. Thomas around a screen from Ondo. It's a moving screen as Ondo stuck the leg out.
And he did. I mean, it's the correct call. Coach Anderton not happy with it, but it's the correct call.
It was pretty obvious.
Yeah.
So 10 seconds to go. Cambridge Springs. The Blue Devils can get a basket here, would certainly recapture a little momentum.
And I think it would give them confidence as well.
Spade with it, trapped at midcourt. It's deflected, loose. Blaze Campbell with an outlet down court to Young. 3 seconds. 2. Dejan Young lays it. No, it did not go. Wow. It somehow did not go down. And that's about the only thing that didn't go right for Dejan Young in the second quarter. As he scores 11 in the second quarter, the Golden Eagles a 27-12 edge in the second, and Kennedy will go to the locker room with a 33-25 lead.
Kennedy was finally able to get Cambridge Springs playing at a pace that they're not accustomed to. It just looked like a lot of sporadic play on Cambridge Springs' part, but that's because Kennedy picked up the intensity, and that's in the half-court set, Briggsy, because full court has done nothing to Cambridge Springs. The press has really not affected them one bit, but in the half-court set, a lot of one-and-done and transition basketball coming Kennedy's way, and that was absolutely needed on their behalf after a 6-point first quarter.
33-25, Golden Eagles lead. We'll come back with the halftime report after this on News Talk 790 WPIC.
So, I'm in a grocery store, perusing the pharmaceutical aisle, doing the best I can without my bifocals to read these labels that say things like benzalkonium chloride or a diphosphate something or other. What does that do exactly? Well, you're certainly not going to get answers in a grocery store, are you?
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Hermitage has the answers you're looking for. So bring your prescriptions and your questions to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, East State Street in Hermitage.
Did you know that Mancino's Driving School can give you your driver's test? That's right. Mancino's Driving School provides an approved Pennsylvania Department of Education certified driving course as well as behind-the-wheel training. Mancino's Driving School offers one-on-one, on-the-road driving lessons 7 days a week with day and evening hours. They use only certified driving instructors that have undergone extensive background investigation. For details or more information on adult training, go online to mancinosdrivingschool.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup for Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Number 6, it's the Meatball Sub. Number 8, it's the Tuna. Also starting for Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Philly Cheesesteak. Number 36 is a fan favorite. It's the Fried Chicken Breast Sub. And finally, the one and only number 22 at 15 inches and over 2 pounds of meat and cheese, the Italian Nightmare. Lock, Stock, and Barrel is also a full-service deli and a PIAA lottery location as well. It's Lock, Stock, and Barrel, Sharpsville Plaza in Sharpsville. Open Monday through Saturday from 7 till 7.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City Girls basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
Get your leprechaun on at O'Neill Coffee. Stop by for our amazing Shamrock Shenanigans milkshake or try a Dublin Ditty latte. Feeling extra green? An O'Malley matcha or Blarney Breeze smoothie will have you doing an Irish jig. While you're at O'Neill Coffee, stock up on all your favorite bagged coffees and receive a free single pot packet of Irish cream with a $30 purchase. O'Neill Coffee is open daily from 7 to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. O'Neill Coffee online at o'neillcoffee.com or in West Middlesex.
Can you judge a judge? You will on May 18th as we vote for our next Mercer County judge. One candidate has both the aptitude and a proven judicial temperament for the position. As a former prosecutor and current magisterial district judge, D. Neil McEwen has committed to a career to both the safety and security of Mercer County and the integrity of the bench. D. Neil McEwen, experience for the bench, earned on the bench. Get the full answer now at neilmcewenforjudge.com.
Paid for by the Committee to elect D. Neil McEwen Judge. Aaron Pisano, Treasurer.
The Halftime Show is being brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Lock, Stock, and Barrel, a full-service deli and PA lottery location in Sharpsville, and proud sponsors of the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game.
Welcome back to Kennedy Catholic High School. Ryan Briggs and Brian Brown with you. Andy Ryder back in the studio producing tonight's game, and a strong flurry for Kennedy. To close the second quarter, the Golden Eagles have the lead at halftime, 33-25 in this District 10 Class 2A title game. It's the run of 15-4 to close the second quarter.
Yeah, it's those games of runs, and we're going to see what Cambridge Springs can do, coming right out of the gate that we talked about from the very beginning. So, it's in the game of basketball, you have 4 quarters and you're split in between at the halftime, so it's kind of like do-overs. So you've got to get out of the gate in the third quarter, or it could be a long night for Cambridge Springs.
Kennedy led in the first half by Dejon Young, 11 points all in the second quarter. He missed much of the first quarter. He had 2 fouls about 2 minutes into this one, but then 11 points. Coach Ryan Anderson said, hey, we need him out there. Let's hope he doesn't get the third foul. He rolled the dice, and he got a 7.
Well, and he had to do it, I felt. And you know what? There was an opportunity where one of the bigs inside for Cambridge Springs did a nice, easy move on him, and he laid off of him because he didn't want to get that third foul. If you're looking at that from a perspective, sometimes as a coach, if you try to get that third foul, it never happens. You just have to keep playing ball. But I thought he did a nice job getting through the quarter, and now he's ready to go. I mean, there won't be nothing holding him back the remainder of the game for sure.
11 for Young. Elijah Harden with 9. He hit 2 threes in the second quarter. Gio Magestro, 2 threes in the second quarter. He has 8 for Kennedy. Malachi Owens, 3. Skylar Thomas with 2. 5 3-pointers for Kennedy in the second quarter. And we talked in the pregame about that 3-pointer can turn a 12-point lead into a tie game, or can turn a 12-point lead into a 20-point game. It was a big part of Kennedy's comeback.
And we've called that a couple times this year, Briggs. We had the Greenville boys against the Sharpsville boys, and Greenville had a 12-point lead in the bonus with 4 minutes to go and lost by 4. So this is really a tight ball game because of the style of play that everybody plays. It's not just one team here or there. They all play the same type of dribble drive, kick to the three-point area, and try to, get the ball in the right hands. Now, Cambridge Springs, if you think back on it in the first quarter, their success came from the inside out, Briggsy. Then they kind of got away with it, or went away from it. And the reason they did, because of Kennedy's ability to put the pressure on them and pick up the pace of the game. So see if Cambridge Springs does not go back to what worked for them in the first quarter and in the first half and work from the inside out.
On the Cambridge Springs side, it is Jaden Shinsky leading the way with 8 points. Hunter Spade with 7. 5 for Nathan Held. Zane Smith off the bench, a 3 for 3 points. Trent Wheeler, a basket for 2. 33-25 is our halftime score. Quickly, a couple of updates for you from around the District 10 playoffs. Farrell wins in 1A tonight, 60-35 over Jamestown. So Farrell will be in the state tournament. They'll play a first-round game. They'll go down to the District 5 champion, Berlin Brothers Valley. And that'll be a tough battle for the Steelers. Berlin, a lot of people thought the Mountaineers were the team to beat in 1A last year. They have a lot back. under head coach Tanner Prosser down there. But hey, the Steelers are moving on. Congratulations to Coach Bobby Stewart and his team. They've been on a roll the second half of the year.
And that's exactly right, Briggsy. You know, congratulations to anyone that's out there playing right now. That means you've had a successful year. And to me, there's no losers in this. Obviously, you want to keep moving on, but doesn't work that way. And much happiness and success for the Farrell Steelers tonight moving on, and congratulations to the Jamestown Muskies for a great year.
Yeah, the Muskies had some good wins this season. They took Lakeview to overtime, beat Reynolds. They've certainly things. They're doing well there in Muskie land. 3A title games at halftime: Franklin 28, Sharpsville 22, and in 4A at the half. Last update we had was Harbor Creek 17, Hickory 10, a football-like score, but things getting really bubbling over. Harbor Creek's Cody Smith, who's their big post player inside, he was given the gate just a few moments ago, for what understanding for was first called a punch, then they changed it. They called it a double technical on him. He gets two. He's done, and if Harbor Creek would happen to win, he would be out, so that's a huge loss for the Huskies.
And it's right before the half, and I think that's what you said. I'm sorry.
It's I think it was early third quarter.
Oh, okay, early third quarter.
Yep, and Hickory has the lead, 18-17, 5:33 to go third quarter, so I'm guessing some technical free throws they'd be shooting for. That's certainly a big development there.
Well, no matter where it's at in the game and the point in time, that's momentum going forward. So, at the half or something like that, that would be the momentum going into the half. But obviously this going into the mid-third quarter, obviously momentum going Hickory's way right now.
We're going to take a 30-second break and come back with the third quarter. Kennedy leading Cambridge Springs 33-25. This is the District 10 Class 2A title game on 790 WPIC.
And now, Power Remodeling presents another episode of Home Improvement Drama.
So you can replace my windows?
We can replace your windows.
And you are trustworthy?
We're very trustworthy.
And you'll do it in one day?
Absolutely.
And this is the best deal ever?
Ever.
Well, okay then.
All right then.
1 week later.
You never showed up this morning.
Yeah, I got sick.
Thought you said you were reliable.
I said we were trustworthy.
What?
Warner's Homes and Improvements have over 50 years of experience working with all types of windows. You can depend on Warner's Homes and Improvements to give you a great quality product. The majority of Warner's window installations will be completed within 1 business day. Their certified technicians will install your windows with a tight seal to give you protection from the elements and savings on your energy bills. Warner's Homes and Improvements offers a number of services for replacement windows. For more details, go to warnerconstruction.com. Quality you can trust. Warner's Homes and Improvements, South Erie Street, Mercer.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescription.
Coming out of the halftime break, Cambridge Springs quickly gets the ball inside to Trent Wheeler. He muscles it up and in for his second field goal of the night, and the lead whittled back to 6. Harden's entry knocked away, and a steal by Nathan Held for Cambridge Springs, so good start for the Blue Devils. Third.
And that answers the question whether they're going to go back inside, and they did, so let's see if they follow it up here.
Spade left wing out to Henderson, who's out there with 3 personal fouls. Magistro all over him, and Magistro will be called for the foul. That is Gio's first and the team's first. Kennedy at home tonight, leading 33-27, 7:16 to go in the third. Eagles are in the white jerseys, gold numbers and letters outlined in burgundy trim. Cambridge Springs black jerseys, interstate highway sign, blue numbers and letters outlined in white. Blue and white trim for the Blue Devils. The number 2 seed in the tournament, Kennedy, number 1.
You just say that interstate blue to make me happy.
Well, that's the color.
I like it.
Entry inside to Shinsky, batted away by Malachi Owens. Harden, outlet down court to Young. Young for the trailer, putting it up, no, but a foul, as that was Skylar Thomas attacking the basket. He'll shoot 2 at the 6:57 mark. And Asa Henderson has picked up his 4th personal foul with 6:57 to go in the third.
Yeah, there was about 3 fouls on that play. He was unfortunately the last one to foul him.
Skylar Thomas, line to the left, good for the 6'5" senior. Kennedy with its first point of the second half. Thomas, 74% at the line coming in. Henderson out, and Zane Smith back in. Line to the left, free throw is up, and won't stay down. Rebound grabbed by Wheeler for Cambridge Springs.
Defense wins championships, and so does free throws. See how it plays out.
Wheeler behind the back dribble midcourt. Wheeler steaming down the lane. Finger roll with the right hand, no good. Rebound pinballing around inside, still loose. Wow. Tipped out of there by Wheeler. Up top, Spade, 3-line drive, no good. Rebound held it down the lane. Up glass rim, no good. Tipped by Wheeler, no good. Shinsky puts it up, it's no good. Rebound held up, no. Several opportunities. Wow. Cambridge Springs cannot convert. Thomas with it. Thomas down the lane, puts it up, and he is fouled inside with 6:24 to go. Cambridge Springs attacking the glass but unable to convert. Back at the other end, the foul on Spade, his first, team second. Skylar Thomas shooting 2.
Well, that's what we just talked about. That'd be a good opportunity. Give that ball fake, get him up in the air, slow yourself down, and finish it off.
Skylar Thomas, long on that one, no good. He has 3 points tonight. 34-27, Kennedy with the lead. 6:24 to go, third quarter. Thomas taking several dribbles, sends it up, good for Skylar Thomas.
And Kennedy's going to come back up in that man-to-man. They have not switched all night long with that. It's not caused much problem for Cambridge.
Smith across the timeline, Magestro pestering him, pass into traffic, tipped, but Wheeler grabs it. Wheeler pulls up in the lane, 8-footer rattles out, no good. Shinsky rebound, put back too strong, no. Rebound tipped out by Kennedy, grabbed by Spade, left corner, held 3, long. Smith grabs the rebound, and then he is fouled by Magestro on the rebound. Magestro's second, team second.
A lot of physicality out there right now, but nothing getting on the scoreboard.
Spade inbounding on the baseline, standing on the G, the second G of Golden Eagles, and it's tipped away. Thomas got a piece of it, but it goes out of bounds off of Kennedy. And the Blue Devils will try it again from this sideline. Spade, lob to Shinsky, batted away by Owens. Kennedy has it. Malachi Owens, a couple of nice defensive plays here in the third quarter. But Magestro throws it away. Thomas stopped, and the pass went the other direction. Spade into the front court. Right side to Held. Nathan Held. Moving across the foul circle, right to left, out to Wheeler. Long 3, short. Rebound yanked out of there by DeJon Young for Kennedy. Young behind the back dribble at the 3-point line with 5:30 to go in the third. Left of the lane, Owens out to Harden. Harden a ball fake. Now steps back 3 over Smith. Air ball. Rebound. Thomas puts it up and in. Skylar Thomas with 6.
Yeah, Skylar skied right there. Nice offensive rebound. Nice lay off the glass. Nice job. As we have a turnover.
Harden picked the pocket of Shinsky. Harden down the lane. Lefty layup. No. The tip up and good by Skylar Thomas.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a flush there. That gets the Kennedy crowd going here on the follow dunk.
39-27. Wheeler driving into the paint, and then he is fouled with 4:59 to go. And that foul is going to go on Thomas.
Might be a good time for a timeout.
Thomas's second, team third. And a full timeout will be taken by Cambridge Springs with 4:59 to go in the third. Kennedy has opened up a 39-27 lead. Back after this full timeout on News Talk 790 WPIC.
Did you know Herman's Pure Spring Water can be conveniently delivered to your home or office for free? Did you know that Herman's Water in most cases is delivered only 48 hours after being bottled? Take advantage of Herman's special introductory offer. Receive your first month cooler rental and get 2 5-gallon bottles for free. That's a $20 value with no strings attached. Herman's Water in Sharpsville since 1908. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters. Lombardi Dental is now offering their exclusive Lombardi Dental Smiles Plan.
Our coverage in-house covers all your cleanings, 2 cleanings a year. It covers all your x-rays and all your exams so that you don't have any surprises. And if you do have something come up that's small, we give you a big discount, 25% off of any service with no maximum. It's about opening the door to dentistry for everyone.
Visit LombardiSmiles.com for more details on the Lombardi Dental Plan. Lombardi Dental, 60 North Mercer Avenue in Sharpsville. Discover your smile at Lombardi Dental.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescription.
Cambridge Springs ball coming out of the timeout. It will be Hunter Spade looking into the backcourt. It's grabbed by Held. Held across the timeline, back to left to right. Held down the lane, and an offensive foul will be called as he took out Malachi Owens like a 7-pin. That will be Held's third, team third. Ball goes back to Kennedy with 4:53 to go. Held out Parker Schmidt in for the Blue Devils.
Malachi Owens never even moved. It was that out of control. I mean, just dead straight on, as you mentioned, with the 7-10.
Harden across the timeline. Left wing to Skylar Thomas. Thomas with the ball fake, guarded by Wheeler. Thomas now slides to his left. 3, long, rebound tipped out of bounds by Young of Kennedy. And it will be Cambridge Springs basketball. Quickly held in as it's Parker Schmidt checking out. Coach Leandro going back to the offense-defense substitutions.
Yeah, that's a good job. I mean, they're coaching the entire ball game, and I think it's a great job on her behalf.
Shinsky in the midcourt circle, shy of midcourt, leaves it for Held. Held across the timeline. Held will hand it off to Spade. Spade on the near wing, bounce pass right corner for Zane Smith. Smith pivots. Smith works it near corner to Wheeler. 3 across the rim, no. DeJean Young with the rebound. Young down court. Young all the way into the lane, puts it up, no, but a foul on Wheeler. And DeJean Young will go back to the line where he knocked down 6 in a row in the second quarter.
Yeah, a little bit out of control for Young, but you know what? It caused the foul. It caused them to speed up play again. Kennedy getting out transition right now. Much quicker than Cambridge Springs, so good move on Coach Anderton's part to get him out in transition.
Young line to the left, gets that one to go. 12 points for Young, 7 for 7 at the foul line.
They're difference makers.
40-27, second one is up. Good again. 41-27, Kennedy, its largest lead of the night. Spade in the backcourt, ahead to Shinsky. Back to Spade, working against Harden. Around a screen from Shinsky. Spade left corner. We'll have a timeout on the next dead ball. Smith with it. Smith, top of the key. Back over to Spade.
Yeah, a lot of shuffling of the feet out there right now by Cambridge Springs.
Spade to Smith. Smith drives the baseline. Up with the right hand off the side of the backboard. Doesn't go. Rebound Thomas. Outlet head to Young. Young into the lane. Puts it up. No, but a foul. And DeJean Young will shoot free throws when we come back. 3:39 to go in the third quarter. 41-27. Kennedy with a 14-point lead. We'll come back with more third quarter action after this on 790 WPIC.
For a student athlete, a sports injury can mean the bench. The orthopedic and sports medicine team at Sharon Regional Medical Center is ready to help athletes get off the sidelines and back into action. Our medical and rehab team features board-certified orthopedic surgeons Dr. James Boniface and Dr. Stephen Hand. In addition, our nationally board and state-certified athletic trainers are on the sidelines, and specially trained PTs and OTs are here to meet your needs. Visit the orthopedic and sports medicine centers with convenient locations in Hermitage, Mercer, and Hubbard, Ohio.
Hi, this is Joe Flynn with Flynn's Tire. We know how valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways to purchase tires from Flynn. First, just drive in, because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in and Flynn's will get you in right now.
And tell them Vinny sent you.
The third quarter is brought to you by Medicine Shop Pharmacy. The Medicine Shop Pharmacy, caring beyond prescription.
3:39 to go, third quarter. Kennedy leading 41-27. We see Kennedy girls coach Justin Magistro here, and we'll have the Kennedy girls taking on Farrell tomorrow in the 1A title game, as that will be a 3:30 airtime. 4 o'clock tip-off on 790 WPIC. Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg. They'll be here tomorrow. We're keeping the seats warm for them. Also on the FM side, we'll have the 3A title game. Chris Birch and Don Fee. First time they've been paired up in the same gym working together. I guess they always worked against each other, not working together. Right. They'll have Lakeview at Fairview, 3:30 airtime, 4 o'clock tip. Young's first free throw is good. DeJean Young, good again. 10 for 10 for DeJean Young, a perfect 10.
Yeah, if you're Cambridge Springs, that's not who you want at the free throw line.
43-27. Wheeler with it. Wheeler down the lane, up over Owens, no good. Owens got a piece of it, and then Owens grabs the rebound. Ahead to Magistro. With numbers momentarily. Kennedy pulls up, move it on the right side to Harden. 3:20 to go, third quarter. Harden with it. Harden Down the lane, scoop with the right hand, no good. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Cambridge Springs. And speaking of Cambridge Springs, we'll have the Blue Devil girls tomorrow. They're at West Middlesex tomorrow night for the 2A title game. And we have a timeout on the floor taken by Kennedy Catholic. It will be Kennedy taking a 30-second timeout. So we'll keep it right here with 3:13 to go in the third. But again, tomorrow, 3 girls title games at 4 o'clock, Kennedy and Farrell in 1A. Also, it will be, and that's on 790 WPIC, on Sports Radio 96.7, Lakeview at Fairview, 3:30 airtime, 4 o'clock tip. And then the nightcap, Colton Hoffman and I will be at West Middlesex hosting Cambridge Springs, 6:30 airtime, 7 o'clock will be the tip for that one in the 2A girls title game. The Middlesex girls, they've been living dangerously in the playoffs, and they have a really good Cambridge Springs team coming to town tomorrow night.
Yeah, 2 well-coached teams, and you know, you get to this point, you know, Coach Williams and his staff, they've been around the block many, many times, so they're all interesting matchups the rest of the season for sure.
They certainly are. Magestro inbounding out of a 1-4 set finds Hardin, who makes the over-the-shoulder grab. Back near the scorer's table. 3:10 to go in the third. 43-27. Kennedy with the lead. A 10-0 run by the Golden Eagles. Hardin, foul line jumper, no on the pull-up, but he's whacked on the arm, and Elijah Hardin will shoot 2. Foul is on Spade. He committed the foul before the break. He picks up another foul there. That's his third and the team's 6th. Kennedy is in the bonus the rest of the night.
Yeah, and the Spa needs to get some momentum going back and make a run here before the end of the third quarter. It could be lights out for the Spa.
Schmidt out. Henderson back in with the 4 fouls, and Cambridge Springs, Henderson's their best ball handler.
Right, absolutely.
Hardin, second one, no good. Rebound, Wheeler. If you're Cambridge Springs, you want to try to get this down to about 10 or 11 by the quarter break?
I think if you get it to 10, it's manageable.
Held left corner, drives the baseline on Young, and a foul will be called. And it's going to be on Dejon Young. That's his third, and the team's 4th.
And Kennedy's going to go man-to-man out of bounds. With the size that Cambridge Springs has, this should be an easy hoop.
Lob into Held with the pass off the mark. It's out of bounds off of Held. He was open.
It was wide open.
Does not result in points. Henderson and Held out. Smith and Schmidt back in for Cambridge Springs at 2:51 of the third quarter. 43-27 is the Kennedy lead.
Yeah, that's basically been the 2-person rotation for Cambridge Springs all night.
Right side, Magestro, 3 on the way, long rebound. Smith comes up with it for Cambridge Springs. Here come the Blue Devils with Spade running the point. Spade left-hand dribble. Spade into the corner to Smith. Lob inside to Shinsky. Ball poked away by Young and out of bounds off of Owens. Cambridge Springs will have it underneath with 2:27 to go.
Briggsy, that's only the second time they've tried to get the ball in the post. If you recall, the first possession of the second half, they went inside with success, and they went away from it.
4 across the foul line on the baseline inbounds for Cambridge Springs. Shinsky pops open but can't handle the pass, and digging it out is Magestro for Kennedy.
Yeah, nice defensive job on the out-of-bounds play by Kennedy there. Nice job.
2:17 to go third quarter. Kennedy on a 10-0 run. Hardin finds Skylar Thomas on the left wing. Thomas against Wheeler. Thomas crossover dribble, kick out far corner to Young. Young will drive in, back down low to Owens. Pumps, gets the man in the air. Layup good from Malachi Owens.
Thank goodness, because that's the first time all night that anybody's done a pump fake. Much success there for Kennedy. Nice job.
Owens has 5. Wheeler pulls up baseline jumper, no good. And the rebound snared out of there by Thomas for Kennedy Catholic. Skylar Thomas, outlet ahead to Hardin. Hardin on the left baseline, picks up his dribble, back out to Thomas. With 1:40 to go in the third, Skylar Thomas swings it back out to Magestro. Magestro into the paint, up with the left hand, can't get it to go. Tried to put some English on it, but it didn't go. Now a foul will be called on Magestro as he was whacking away at Shinsky for Gio Magestro. His third, team 5th.
Yeah, Gio kind of got up in the air there and was a little bit out of position. That's why he was trying to put a little English on that to get a better angle to come off the glass. He kind of left his feet a little bit too early, and he's going to have a seat probably till the fourth quarter.
Blaze Campbell in, Magestro out. Shinsky with it for Cambridge Springs against the press. Now his pass intercepted. Young a steal. Young up with the right hand and good in the lane. And
a little taunting right there.
So for Dejon Young, the basket, but a technical foul has been assessed on Young. It's his fourth personal also. And we'll have 2 free throws in the ball for Cambridge Springs. The official that made that call was known to have a very short leash when it comes to those such matters.
Yeah, they have the whistle and they have the authority out there. I thought it was a little late to assess that, but they have to keep control of this, and if they don't, bad things can happen. So see what Coach Anderton does in this situation.
Spade goes 2 for 2 at the line, shooting the technical free throws. Makes it 47-29, and it will be Blue Devil ball at midcourt. Young, 4 fouls. It's also the team's 6th. Both teams are in the 1-on-1 the rest of the game, or in the bonus the rest of the game. Perhaps a chance for Cambridge Springs to make a little run before the quarter turn. Wheeler, baseline jumper, no good. Weak side board held, puts it up, no, but he's fouled by Remington Hart, who checked in during the break. And 2 free throws upcoming for Nathan Held.
Yeah, Cambridge Springs are getting high percentage shots. There's just a lid on that hoop right now. And Kennedy's kind of putting them in bad angles when they're getting an opportunity to get an offensive rebound. But Cambridge Springs very active around the hoop. They just cannot finish anything.
Free throw good for Held as he gets the roll. Held now 2 for 8 at the line tonight, 5 points. Held, line to the right. Good again. He goes 2 for 2. Now he'll check out. Schmidt in, protecting Held with the 3 fouls. 47-31, a 4-point possession for Cambridge Springs.
And Zane Smith up in a one-man press, full court.
Hart in the right corner. Hart, 3, good!
He just kind of stood there like, well, I'm way too open. I'm going to shoot this, and nothing but net.
5th 3 of the year for Remington Hart. And now a travel at the other end as Schmidt pulled up on the right block. Remington Hart making a pretty good down payment on the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Son of the Game award.
Just took the words right out of my mouth again, Briggsy. I'm like, yep, this kid, he's standing all by himself in the corner. He kind of even looked over at the bench and thought, well, I'm going to let it go.
Young's in foul trouble. He can't take me out. Hart hitting the 3. Right side with it is Thomas. Thomas driving in, puts it up, no good. Rebound, Shinsky with it for Cambridge Springs. With 27 seconds to go in the third. Ahead to Wheeler. Wheeler behind the back dribble. Pull up, left of the lane, jumper, no. Rebound, Blaze Campbell for Kennedy. Ample time for the Golden Eagles, down to 17 seconds, but the outlet nearly stolen. Wheeler knocked it away. It will stay Kennedy ball near midcourt.
Yeah, I mean, 17 seconds is more than enough time. Come down and attempt the 3 or try. You know, they dribble drive a lot. See what they do here.
Hart will inbound it back to Hardin. Hardin to the top of the key, and a reach-in foul will be called on Zane Smith. And a 1-and-1 upcoming with 11 seconds to go in the third.
That's going to be a free throw shooting contest the remainder of the way for sure.
Smith's second, team 7th. And substitutions on both sides. Owens out, Ondo in for Kennedy. And Cambridge Springs right now has 6 out there, which normally doesn't work. Lester Butler in that game a few weeks ago against North Allegheny. Smith out. And a 1-and-1 coming for Elijah Hardin.
Well, at this point in time, maybe try anything, huh, for a little while.
Free throw good. Hardin earns a second one. Hardin now 10 points tonight.
Yeah, Kennedy holding on to a 20-point lead right now with 10 seconds to go, 51-31.
Hardin 2 for 6 at the line. Make it 3 of 7.
Yeah, nice looking rotation on his shot. Nice job.
Ahead to Shinsky for Cambridge Springs. He'll put it on the floor, bring it ahead. Shinsky to the baseline. 5 seconds to go. Kick out to Held. 3 seconds. Held, jumper back of the rim. Front of the rim, hangs on the rim and drops in at the horn.
Wow.
Nathan Held gets a friendly roll to close the third quarter, but Kennedy has asserted control of this one. It's 52-33. We'll come back with the final 8 minutes of regulation in the District 10 2A Boys Championship game on 790 WPIC.
So, I'm in a grocery store, perusing the pharmaceutical aisle, doing the best I can without my bifocals to read these labels that say things like benzalkonium chloride or a diphosphate something or other. What does that do exactly? Well, you're certainly not going to get answers in a grocery store, are you?
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy in Hermitage has the answers you're looking for. So bring your prescriptions and your questions to the Medicine Shop Pharmacy, East State Street in Hermitage.
Reinhardt's Insurance Agency is proud to honor the Mercer County Male and Female Athletes of the Month. Reinhardt's honors Reynolds Wrestling standout Gary Steen as the February Male Athlete of the Month. Reinhardt's Insurance also honors Grove City Girls Basketball standouts Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as the February Female Co-Athletes of the Month. Congratulations to Reynolds Gary Steen and Grove City's Becca Sanum and Clara Hannon as they are the February Reinhardt's Insurance Agency Athletes of the Month. Go to reinhardts.com for more information.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
Fourth quarter about to get underway. Kennedy with the ball and the lead, 52-33, along with Brian Brown. Ryan Briggs here tonight in Hermitage. District 10 2A championship game. Kennedy in a 1-4 high set to start out. Skylar Thomas to the left block, puts it up and in. Strong move from Thomas.
Strong is an understatement. What a physical presence inside there. Nice job.
Now Shinsky makes the catch at midcourt against the pressure and walks with the ball. And it will go back to the Golden Eagles. They go right to left here in the fourth quarter. Now leading 54-33.
Shinsky's walked several times tonight, but that one he got the whistle.
Harden's pass near side, poked out of bounds by Wheeler. Kennedy will keep it on the near side with 7:40 to go. Young, Owens, Magestro, Thomas, and Harden out there for Kennedy. Spade, Wheeler, Schmidt, Shinsky, and held for Cambridge Springs. Harden foul line jumper, no good, and a foul coming up on the rebound. Shinsky in position, grabbed the rebound, and Malachi Owens ended up on his back. That's Owens' third. And the team seventh will walk to the other end for 1-1.
Well, and I think we're going to do that a lot in this fourth quarter. The way that both these teams attack the glass, you have opportunities to get out of position and draw the foul. So both a physical rebounding team. So look for this to continue the remainder of the fourth quarter.
Shinsky scored 8 in the first half, did not score in the third quarter. That foul shot good for the big guy, comes in at 54%. 9th point for Shinsky. He has a pair of double-digit scoring efforts so far in the postseason.
Well, part of that, Briggsy, is that they went to him, and then they stopped going to him. And, you saw him attempt a couple three-pointers. 6'5", 6'7", you're that tall out there. Really not your game.
Shinsky goes 2 for 2. Cuts lead back to 19. DeJean Young drives in, shovels it across the lane to Owens. To Magestro. Back to Owens on the right block. Owens puts it up, in and a foul. Held, clipped him on the head. Malachi Owens will go for a three-point play. For Held, his fourth, team 8th.
Yeah, and nice dribble drive by Magestro right there. Kept his head up the whole time. Nice pass inside. Finish it off with a three-point play.
Owens line to the left. Puts it up, puts it in. He's 2 for 3 at the line. 8 for Malachi Owens. And the lead is 57-35 as we come up on the 7-minute mark here in the fourth quarter.
And Kenny's still going to keep the pressure on full court man-to-man.
Shinsky moves it out to Spade. Spade, Wheeler left side. Wheeler on the left wing against Thomas. Wheeler driving in, runner with the right hand, and a foul called before the shot. But Wheeler gets a 1-and-1. Skylar Thomas with the push. His third, team 8th. And Trent Wheeler, 4 points tonight, going to the line for the first time tonight. Conkerton held him to 4 on Tuesday night in the semifinals. Wheeler short, rebound Held. Held puts it up and in.
Yeah, flat free throw off the front of the rim. Get a nice bounce. The Held was right spot, the right time.
11 for Nathan Held. Young left wing three ball, no rebound. Thomas inside for Kennedy, puts it up around the rim. Twice it came out. Owens flying in for the rebound, and he throws it off the defender. Actually, the defender deflected it away, but either way, Malachi Owens, good hustle inside.
Yeah, Coach Ryan Ayrton really happy with that hustle inside, applauding all 5 of his players on the floor as Kennedy goes a 1-4 set across the baseline.
Thomas with it, Skylar Thomas at the foul line. Working on Wheeler. Thomas in trouble, now steps through and An extra step in there. The travel, it goes back to Cambridge Springs with 6:33 to go. We see held in, Schmidt out for Cambridge Springs. Henderson back in also with Smith out. Inbounds pass deflected, stolen by Young. Tips it over to Majesto. 3, no good. Rebound to Jean Young. Young works it inside. Thomas reverse layup, no. The follow by Young up and in. DeJean Young. First points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, DeJean Young's been doing that all night, though. He's been very active on the boards.
19 for Young. Shinsky works it inside, tipped out of bounds by Magestro. It will be Blue Devil ball on the baseline with 6:10 to go.
Yeah, Cambridge Springs just really does not have an answer right now for the physicality and the quickness of Kennedy.
Shinsky right corner. And on the right side, reversal to Held up top. Held a ball fake. Held with the left hand. Held driving in. Lefty shot, no. Rebound, Skylar Thomas. Down court to Magestro. Magestro will be called for the travel. An extra step in there as he attacked the rim. And the Golden Eagles give it back with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, he just couldn't get himself under control. You know, going at a high rate of speed there, and the ball was out in front of him, so the ball kind of carried him forward, caused him to take another step.
Shinsky with it. Leaves it for Henderson. Henderson down the lane. Ball tipped. Comes back to Henderson. They swing it right side to Spade. Up top to Wheeler. Wheeler behind the back dribble. Wheeler left of the lane. Knocked away by Magestro. Grabbed by Wheeler. And he shovels it back out to Henderson. Wheeler posting up. Jumper. No. And there for the rebound, Malachi Owens. Back to the way. Young in the paint to Owens. Up top Magestro. He'll penetrate. Back to Young on the left block. Go block to block to Owens, or excuse me, to Thomas. And Kennedy will pull it back out. Harden with it. Harden penetrates. 10-footer leaning to the left, no good. Rebound Henderson for Cambridge Springs. Ooh. Spade around a solid screen. Ball knocked away. Now foul will be called on Magestro. That screen, a perfectly legal one. I think it might have loosened up a molar or two on Elijah Harden.
And there was nothing malicious about it. It just was, it's a very physical pick. And you know, when you're blind coming into that, Briggsy, you're like running into a wall. And there was absolutely nothing wrong with that screen. Didn't throw an elbow or a shoulder. Just very physical play.
Fouls on Magestro, his fourth. First free throw good for Spade. He's 5 of 5 at the line. 10 points for Hunter Spade. Yeah, that's on your teammates or on the bench for not yelling screen.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So Spade, line to the right, puts it up, and good again for Hunter Spade. 5 minutes to go, 59-39, Kennedy with the lead. Young back the other way, up with the left hand, no. Tip by Young, no. Young had it, lost it, Held, took it away. And here comes Cambridge Springs. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. Pass, it's intercepted. The steal by Thomas, behind the back, save to Owens. Here come the Golden Eagles. Thomas, bounce pass, ahead to Young, the layup is good. Look like the Showtime Lakers.
Yeah, that is Showtime with the 32 like Magic used to. Well, I have 23, I got it backwards. But absolutely beautiful basketball right there.
21 for DeJean Young. Wheeler left of the lane, pull-up jumper over Owens, good for Trenton Wheeler.
And that's been a long haul before, Cambridge Springs has had a field goal. Nice job, finally.
61-41, and timeout taken by Kennedy. Golden Eagles take time with 4:17 to go. Kennedy closing in on a district title. We'll come back with more fourth quarter action after this on 790 WPIC.
What do I get for my vote?
As voters, we have every right to ask that question. Here in Mercer County, we have an important decision to make on May 18th as we choose our next county judge.
What do I get for my vote?
Magisterial District Judge D. Neil McEwen will answer that question in full transparency. With a vote for Judge McEwen, we get a commitment to integrity, honesty, and fairness. Experience for the bench, earned on the bench. Get the full answer now at neilmcEwenforjudge.com.
Paid for by the committee to elect D. Neil McEwen Judge. Aaron Pisano, Treasurer.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
A couple of updates for you. The 3A title game has gone final, and Franklin holds off Sharpsville 56-47. That was a 2-point game late, but Franklin, it was 1:43 to go. It was a 2-point game, but Franklin a 7-0 run to close it out. So the Knights win the district title. Sharpsville season concludes. And in 4A boys, Hickory's up 3, 35-32. Less than a minute to go, but Harbor Creek has the basketball. That game was on Sports Radio 96.7.
Well, congratulations to a great season for the Blue Devils and Coach Jerusco as they finish it off. Hard-fought loss here today against a very, very good Franklin team.
Hardin receives the inbounds in the backcourt, gets around Zane Smith. Over to Magestro with 4:09 to go. To have Kennedy with the ball and a 61-41 lead. Hardin into the paint, splits two defenders off of the left hand. No. Rebound, Owens comes in. No, but a foul. Malachi Owens came flying in for the offensive rebound. And he'll shoot two after our fourth quarter media timeout. And the foul is going to be on, I believe it's going to be on Wheeler. They've not posted it yet. We'll tell you about the foul and the free throws when we come back. Kennedy leads 61-41 on Newstalk 790 WPIC.
On at O'Neill Coffee.
Stop by for our amazing Shamrock Shenanigans milkshake or try a Dublin Ditty latte. Feeling extra green? An O'Malley matcha or Blarney Breeze smoothie will have you doing an Irish jig. While you're at O'Neill Coffee, stock up on all your favorite bagged coffees and receive a free single pot packet of Irish cream with a $30 purchase. O'Neill Coffee is open daily from 7 to 4:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. O'Neill Coffee online at o'neillcoffee.com or in West Middlesex.
Did you know Herman's Pure Spring Water can be conveniently delivered to your home or office for free? Did you know that Herman's Water in most cases is delivered only 48 hours after being bottled? Take advantage of Herman's special introductory offer. Receive your first month cooler rental and get 2 5-gallon bottles for free. That's a $20 value with no strings attached. Herman's Water in Sharpsville since 1908. Online at hermanswater.com. Herman's Water, when taste matters.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
The foul was on Trent Wheeler, his third, and the team's ninth. Malachi Owens shooting two for Kennedy with 3:58 to go. First one was up and long for Owens. He is now 2 of 4 at the line tonight. 8 points for the 6'5" sophomore. Kennedy 61, Cambridge Springs 41, along with Brian Brown. Ryan Briggs here. Andy Ryder back in the studio producing our game. Second one on the way. It will pop out of there. And Jaden Shinsky rebound for Cambridge Springs. Spade in the backcourt around the Henderson screen. Spade trying to beat the 10 count ahead to Henderson, and an over and back will be called. Ooh. So Henderson made the grab, but came down in the backcourt.
I didn't see that. I thought it was closer to the 10 count than it was an over and back. But
when I heard the whistle, I thought it was a 10 count.
Absolutely, but neither here nor there. It's Kennedy ball on the sideline.
Henderson out, Smith back in for the Blue Devils with 3:44 to go. Both teams are in the double bonus. Thomas to Young, to Jean Young, 21 points.
Kennedy ran this set last time. It's just a spread offense, and they try to dribble drive, penetrate the middle, then kick it out.
Young picks up the dribble, in some trouble, and timeout Kennedy. So head coach Ryan Anderton will have one timeout left at his disposal. 3:25 to go. Golden Eagles with the lead here at home in the District 10 Class 2A championship game. Back after this timeout on 790 WPIC.
The market is constantly changing. The Marketplace Minute keeps you up to date 1 minute at a time before your morning exercise.
Alexa, play Marketplace Minute. All operators file for bankruptcy.
While organizing your receipts.
Hey Siri, play Marketplace Minute.
Or wherever you get your shows.
The fourth quarter is brought to you by Flynn's Tire and Auto Service. Flynn's will get you in right now.
Welcome back to Kennedy Catholic High School. Ryan Briggs and Brian Brown with you tonight. The District 10 Class 2A championship game on the boys' side. Kennedy with the ball and the lead, 61-41. DeJean Young receives Majestro's inbounds. Young into the lane, finds Owens, right of the lane. Owens will hand it back off to Thomas, and Kennedy will reset the offense. Now, Thomas driving in, puts it up. It is blocked out of bounds by Shinsky. And Kennedy will keep possession with 3:09 to go.
Yeah, you'd think that they'd be running a little bit of clock, but they're just spreading it out. and dribble driving and taking whatever Cambridge Springs gives them.
Magestro will throw out the hard and bat it away. Zane Smith the steal. Smith goes down the lane and blocked out of bounds. Thomas was going up for a big block. I think he almost knocked it out with his leg.
My goodness gracious, he was way up there.
Smith out, Henderson back in. Hey, you can't spell Skyler without Sky.
No, there's no doubt about it, and he's certainly skied there. He's afraid he's going to hit his head on the glass.
Baseline inbound up top to Held. Up top, 3 on the way. Off the backboard, no good. And the rebound is put in by Kennedy's Skylar Thomas, and then Thomas is fouled.
Yeah, things getting kind of sloppy here between both teams, quite honestly. We mentioned all game it's been very, very physical. Clean played, but you can sense that it's getting a little frustration setting in here.
Fouls on Wheeler, his 4th, team 10th, and Skylar Thomas to the line to shoot 2. 10 for Thomas. First one up, long, no good.
Kennedy certainly does not take their foot off the gas pedal, that's for sure.
And Becky Leandro is giving an earful to Tim Levan. Second free throw, no good. Rebound tipped around. It's grabbed, and now a foul on the rebound will be called underneath.
And this is quite odd, to be honest with you. It's a 3-crew officiating, and he's been over there in her ear and vice versa for 20 seconds or so.
Yeah, he was over there
Yeah.
paying attention. Now Wheeler picks up the foul on the scramble for loose ball. It's his 5th, so he is disqualified. 2:53 to go. Certainly some frustration for Cambridge Springs.
All the way around, and we kind of talked about it before this all started to happen, that you can sense that this frustration, and she's all the way out on the court now.
Trying to get a timeout.
Yeah, but she's flirting with it, I think, right now. I think she's wanting Keith up to support her troops over there, but timeout.
Timeout taken by Cambridge Springs with 2:53 to go. And you think back early on, Cambridge Springs, a lot of opportunities, 0 for 5 at the foul line in the first quarter. So many chances, Cambridge Springs could have had very easily a double-digit lead in this first half. They didn't. Kennedy came back, and then it's been a tough second half for the Blue Devils, who've had a really good year.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. But brings you back to that first quarter. They easily could have had another 8 points. Now, the shoulda, coulda rule can come in at any point in time. But if things were going their way, they could have really had a substantial lead early on. Kennedy was finally able to get them up to the pace that fits their style of play and does not fit Cambridge Springs' style of play. The other factor was Cambridge Springs started inside. They had the size advantage, high percentage shots. They were knocking them down. They hit a couple threes that really they haven't been able to hit ever since. And so, it kind of turned Kennedy's way with about the 3-minute mark to go in the second quarter, and they haven't looked back.
Quick update in 4A. Hickory wins the District 10 championship 39-34 over Harbor Creek. And at the line, DeJean Young missed the foul shot. He had been 10 for 10. But that one's off the rim, no good. Young tonight with 23 points. Second one gets the roll on that one.
Well, congratulations.
Actually, now 22, I apologize.
Congratulations to Hickory.
So we have one district champion in the city of Hermitage. We're going to have another one in 2:44. Kennedy in command, 62-41. Henderson with it up top for Spade, 3 good.
Yeah, and a timeout by Cambridge Springs, a 30-second timeout. And that's a 3-ball that has been waiting and waiting if you're a Cambridge Springs fan. Finally hits the bottom of the net.
Spade's second 3 of the night. 14 for Hunter Spade with 2:37 to go. 62-44 Kennedy leads. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have a full game recap along with our O'Neill Coffee player of the game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel sub of the game. That's coming up in our post game. Each team has one timeout left. Both teams are well into the double bonus. And should we have a jump ball, it would go to Cambridge Springs.
You have to wonder what the discussion is right now in Cambridge Springs lineup. I think that, as a coach, you're always teaching. And so I think that's more for the younger kids right now to recognize the situation and understand and absorb as much as you can in these timeouts, because there's really not a lot to talk about with 2:37 to go.
And maybe also just a reminder, hey, play, do things the right way.
Absolutely.
And that's always
Which is a teaching moment as well. Absolutely, Briggsy.
Magestro from right to left. Spin dribble. Magestro works on the left side. Of course, earlier tonight, Farrell down the road from us, winning the 1A title game over Jamestown. Young driving in with the left hand, doesn't go. Rebound pulled in by Held for Cambridge Springs with 2:10 to go. Spade in the backcourt, guarded by Magestro. Right corner to Smith. Zane Smith on to Shinsky in the block. Shinsky puts it up and in. Went around the rim and dropped in. Shinsky has a dozen.
Yeah, nice kind roll there. Kennedy defensively kind of laid off him so he didn't pull the foul there.
1:50 to go. Thomas driving down the lane. Might have had an extra step in there. Tip up and good for Skylar Thomas, finishing his own miss.
Yeah, it was a sweet move, but there's definitely a walk in there.
Thomas has 12, 64-46. Shinsky with it, one-on-one against Owens. Shinsky puts it up, and a blocking foul called on Owens. Tried to get back for the charge, but could not. It's his fourth, and Jaden Shinsky will shoot two with 1:32 to go.
Well, defensively, one of the toughest things to do is you're retreating back and then try to slide over and take that charge. Much easier if you're on the weak side and you can just slide over, shuffle your feet, and then square yourself up and pull the charge. Very difficult in transition to get that.
Shinsky hits the first one. He has 13. Came in averaging 14.5 in the playoffs. He's approaching that with 1:32 to go. Line to the right, up, and rattles out, no good. Rebound tipped around, and it goes out of bounds. And will stay Cambridge Springs ball as Skylar Thomas had a foot on the baseline. Blue Devils keep it. Smith out, Henderson back in with 1:30 to go.
I'm looking at Jaden Shinsky down there. The ball went out of bounds. He's clapping. They're going to play this thing all the way through. That's a credit to the coaching staff.
Right wing three, Henderson short on the set play, out of bounds. Skylar Thomas with the rebound. Harden into the front court. Henderson guarding him. And now Henderson will commit the foul, and Asa Henderson will be the second disqualification of the night for Cambridge Springs with 1:18 to go. And his foul trouble, I don't think we cannot underestimate how much that affected this game tonight.
There's no doubt about that, Ryan Briggs. And Cambridge Springs substituted often, but the same two kids as well. So they really didn't go down to the bench too far, but there's no doubt about that the early foul trouble hampered Cambridge Springs.
Harden's first free throw is no good. Harden tonight with 11 points. Two big threes back in the second quarter. Second one also no good. Rebound Shinsky. Minute 15 to go. Cambridge Springs moving left to right. Spade with it to Held. Three from the left wing, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Harden. Outlet down court, Magestro. Magestro in the lane, puts it up, no, but a foul on Hunter Spade. His fourth, and we'll have more free throws with 1:04 to go.
Yeah, it's going to be a free throw shooting contest the remainder of the 1:04 as well.
The final 4 minutes have moved at the speed of erosion.
You know what, though? These kids are playing hard. They're going to finish it off. But Kennedy, they do not let off the gas at all. They just keep coming and coming and coming offensively and defensively. You could say in a 65-47 game, you lighten up a little bit defensively or offensively. Not the case with these Kennedy Christian Golden Eagles. Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles.
Magestro hits them both. Gio Magestro in the double figures with 10. A minute to go in the ball game, 66-47. Kennedy with the lead. Held inside the Shinsky, tipped away. Blaze Campbell comes up with it. Campbell with it. Campbell into the lane. It's blocked out of bounds by Spade, and it will stay Kennedy ball. Golden Eagles go a little deeper into the bench.
Yeah, it looks like they might empty the bench. I'm not sure. Here, a couple more coming in.
Samir Wade in, 5'10 freshman. Ondo and Hart coming back in. We saw them earlier. Remington Hart, big three-pointer. Just Cambridge Springs was kind of hanging around, and Hart hit that three. He was wide open, and that was like a real punch to the midsection.
And I think it was like about a 9-point game at the time, Briggsy, and definitely a key shot to get the momentum going.
Inside, Ondo from the right block, no good. Magestro with the rebound. 44 seconds to go. Magestro works it inside for Ondo through his hands and into the hands of the Blue Devils' Zane Smith. 36 seconds to go. Right corner to Held. Held up top to Smith. Smith, he'll hoist the three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound knocked around. It's grabbed by Magestro with 23 seconds to go. Magestro across the timeline. Down to 18 seconds to go. Gio Magestro, the left-hand dribble, and then Smith will foul him. His third. And 2 free throws coming for Magestro.
Yeah, kind of an unnecessary foul, but he's going to play all the way out, as all of these Cambridge Springs players are. Congratulations to them on a great season. Just didn't go their way tonight. They were a little overwhelmed with the quickness and the speed.
Over the course of 32 minutes.
Yes, for sure.
A really good first, I would say about 14 minutes tonight, but some missed opportunities came back to haunt them.
Yeah, and good teams can take you out of your game plan. And Kennedy Catholic is a good basketball team, and that's exactly what happened.
Magestro missed both free throws. Bit surprising there.
Yeah.
He came in at 77%. And then on the rebound, Held is fouled by Remington Hart. Hart's first.
His dad, Coach Magestro. There might not be any food in the refrigerator tonight for young Mr. Magestro after that.
Well, I think Mum Magestro may take care of it.
You know darn well she will.
Yeah. Held hits the first one. 12 for Nathan Held. Make it 13. He goes 2 for 2, 66-49. Now Hart will dribble in the backcourt. Guarded by Parker Schmidt. Hart across the timeline. It's all over. Kennedy Catholic wins it. The Golden Eagles are the District 10 champions in Class 2A. 66-49 is the final tonight. Kennedy goes to 22-2, winning the D10 title. We'll come back with a full post game after this on 790 WPIC.
How valuable your time is, so we've made it fast, easy, and affordable to buy tires. There's 3 easy ways to purchase tires from Flynn's. First, just drive in, because Flynn's will get you in right now. No appointment necessary. The second option, give us a call and we'll help you select and reserve the perfect tire for you. The third option, save time and buy online at flynnstire.com. It's that easy. Just drive in and Flynn's will get you in right now.
And tell them Vinny sent you.
At Merritt Floor & Home, shopping for your new floor is easier than ever. No need for multiple trips to the store. Simply browse our wide selection from the comfort of your home. Pick your favorite 6 options, and we'll send samples right to your mailbox. Once your selection is made, our installation professionals will install your new flooring with our beautiful guarantee. If you don't love the way your new floor looks, we'll replace it for free. Visit MerrittFloors.com today to get started. Merritt Floor & Home, with locations in North Jackson, Ohio, and Villant, PA. See store for details. PA number 2511.
No one likes to fall back, but everyone loves to spring forward. Welcome to the Spring Forward sale at Taylor Toyota of Hermitage. That's right. Lease a 2021 Corolla LE for just $189 a month for 36 months with zero due at signing. Other dealers advertise low prices, and when the ice finally melts, they hide a huge down payment. At Taylor Toyota, we warm you up with real deals and zilch, zero due at signing. We can turn spring showers into flowers by giving you up to $7,000 over KBB fair value for your trade with the purchase of a 2021 Highlander Limited all-wheel drive. The days are getting longer, and the Taylor credit team is warmed up and ready to get you approved today. It's time for Taylor, and time for the Spring Forward sale at Taylor Toyota of Hermitage. 36-month lease through TFS with approved credit. 10K annual miles plus tax, title, and fees. All rebates to dealer. Based on stock number T210252. See dealer for details. Expires 3/31/21.
We need to figure out what to do about Mom.
Oh no, did she fall again?
No, but we can't wait for that to happen. We just can't look after her 24/7.
There must be hundreds of those assisted living places.
That's the problem. It's overwhelming.
Reduce your stress with Klepper Manor. Klepper Manor offers a warm, home-like atmosphere and is conveniently located just outside downtown Sharon. Their beautiful grounds offer a secluded courtyard with gazebo, flower gardens, and a cascading waterfall for residents and family members to enjoy. Klepper Manor features fully equipped, dedicated therapy rooms that offer the best opportunity for residents to return to the life and mobility they once enjoyed. Klepper Manor employs a professional nursing staff, providing around-the-clock resident-centered care. Their activities department offers an array of enjoyable events from coffee clubs to crafts. Klepper Manor, an Embassy healthcare community, is care-driven and family-oriented. For more information, please call 724-981-2750. 724-981-2750.
The Fifth Quarter Show is being brought to you by O'Neill Coffee, proud sponsors of the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. Visit them online at o'neillcoffee.com.
Back here tonight at Kennedy Catholic High School, where the Golden Eagles win the District 10 championship in Class 2A, 66-49 over Cambridge Springs, along with Brian Brown, Ryan Briggs here. We have Andy Ryder back in the studio. And Brian, certainly a game effort tonight from Cambridge Springs, but Kennedy a little bit too strong over the final 2.5 quarters.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. And if you think back very early on in the first quarter of this game, Ryan Anderton took a very, very quick timeout. And that's when, at the time, that the Cambridge Springs team was having their way with his team, and he wanted nothing to do with it. Took that timeout. I think he kind of wiped off the whiteboard and said, boys, it's all about guts and glory, and let's go get it, and they did. And it took them a little while to get going, but they certainly pulled it off in the third quarter especially, and then the fourth quarter was just a little bit too late for Cambridge Springs to respond to it. But great effort, and, as they say, survive in advance this time of year. Just put it together no matter what, and Kennedy Catholic did that tonight. And add another trophy case, because you're going to fill them up, boys and girls having a successful season. So that's the 28th District 10 title for Kennedy Catholic here.
Golden Eagles did not win it last year, so for these guys, most of them, this is a brand new experience.
And you could see that on the floor, Briggsy. When the final buzzer went off, they celebrated, and not your typical situation at Kennedy where they're always in the running. Their name is always there. These kids extremely happy, the coaching staff happy. Well deserved tonight as they're getting their medals right now from Coach Anderton.
Your final score tonight, 66-49. We'll come back with the scoring recap. Don't forget we have the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game and the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game. That's upcoming here in our postgame on Newstalk 790 WPIC.
And paid for by OpenShar Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown that chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-931-0987. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call us now. 800-931-0987. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-931-0987. That's 800-931-0987. Again, 800-931-0987. And paid for by OpenShar Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown that chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-931-0987. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call us now. 800-931-0987. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-931-0987. That's 800-931-0987. Again, 800-931-0987.
And now, Power Remodeling presents another episode of Home Improvement Drama.
So you can replace my windows?
We can replace your windows.
And you're trustworthy?
We're very trustworthy.
And you'll do it in one day?
Absolutely.
And this is the best deal ever?
Ever.
Well, okay then.
All right then.
1 week later.
You never showed up this morning.
Yeah, I got sick.
Thought you said you were reliable.
I said we were trustworthy.
Huh?
Warner's Homes and Improvements have over 50 years of experience working with all types of windows. You can depend on Warner's Homes and Improvements to give you a great quality product. The majority of Warner's window installations will be completed within 1 business day. Their certified technicians will install your windows with a tight seal to give you protection from the elements and savings on your energy bills. Warner's Homes and Improvements offers a number of services for replacement windows. For more details, go to warnerconstruction.com. Quality you can trust. Warner's Homes and Improvements, South Erie Street, Mercer.
The fifth quarter show is being brought to you by O'Neill Coffee, proud sponsors of the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. Visit them online at o'neillcoffee.com.
And we're back here at Kennedy Catholic High School, where tonight the Golden Eagles win the District 10 2A Boys Championship game 66-49 over Cambridge Springs, along with Brian Brown. Ryan Briggs here in Hermitage tonight. Kennedy stumbled out of the gates. In fact, trailed 13-6 after the first quarter, but the Golden Eagles got it going in the second quarter. Dejon Young had picked up 2 early fouls. He came in, knocked down some free throws. Elijah Hart and Gio Magistro each hit threes. Kennedy got the momentum going, got the pace in this game up, which is something was a point of emphasis. Coach Anderton mentioned it in the pregame when he came up and visited with us, and they were able to get the pace going, and that certainly swung the tide.
Well, don't forget, you're in the District 10 championship, and you're playing a solid team. Both teams have a game plan on the whiteboard in there, and Cambridge Springs come out and executed flawlessly. And so it looks like we've got a gentleman come up, so I'll let you just continue with this.
Yeah, sounds good. You want to come on? You want to come on? Yeah, sure. Well, we're going to ruin the surprise here. Our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game is Dejon Young. And 22 points tonight, District 10 champion. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tonight you picked up 2 quick fouls early on. You came out. That's usually happens. You get 2 fouls early, but you got back in there. Not only did you not get the 3rd foul there, but knocked down some free throws and a couple field goals after that. Seemed like when you came back in, really gave your team a shot in the arm.
Yeah, once we come together and work as a team, we just dominate.
We talked with Coach Anderton before the game, and he said we want to get this pace going. We want to up and down because you guys, the types of guys you have like to get out and go. Cambridge Springs, a half-court team. It seemed like first quarter, Cambridge Springs was able to do what they wanted. Second quarter, you took it out away from them.
We know we always start off slow, but always we come together. We always start, we just have an unbreakable bond. Like, we know what to do. We know what we have to do to win.
Well, it seems like you guys, the defensive pressure in the half court stepped up.
Yes.
A lot of turnovers coming from Cambridge Springs, who started inside out on you guys and had a size advantage on you. But I think you guys getting out in transition, spreading the floor out, the dribble drive, I thought that was the key for you guys tonight.
We just had to work together and know how to play with our teammates.
Good. So this season, it's been people look at it and say, "Oh, Kennedy's 22-2, everything's just gone smoothly." But with everything with COVID and a coaching change, and you guys are a pretty young team for a lot of these guys, for including you yourself. This is the first district championship. This has to be a very rewarding feeling right now.
This year we only have 1 senior. It feels we have a blessing that we got this opportunity to win.
Our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game here, Dejon Young. We'll let you get your shirt from Coach Brown. Congratulations. Best of luck in the state playoffs.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice job tonight.
Dejon Young, he is our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. A game-high 22 points for the 6'3" sophomore. And he is...
that medal up there. There we go.
Brian Brown getting the picture of Mr. Young with his customized T-shirt, courtesy of 2J's and a B, screen printing and gifts here in Hermitage. He is the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, and all of our O'Neill Coffee Players of the Game receive those customized T-shirts. And Golden Eagles, they have some customized T-shirts out there too. We'll talk about those in a minute. But Dejon Young, 22 points tonight. Certainly, his return to the game after the early foul trouble. A big reason, and certainly he was not out there alone. It was 5 guys working really well together, but you just see this team pick up with number 12 out there.
And that's the key, exactly, because it's not always about the points. It's the fact that these kids know who the players are. They know who they want to rely on, and they know when he came back in that their team just got stronger and stronger, and I thought he just did an outstanding job. Deshaun, just outstanding tonight, leading his team when they needed it early on. They needed to have somebody step up, and a very resilient effort on his part tonight for Kennedy as they advance into the state tournament.
Our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game is Dejan Young, the 6'3" sophomore, game high 22 points. He has, of course, received his customized T-shirt, courtesy of 2J's Screen Printing and Gifts. So our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game is Dejan Young. We'll finish up our awards now, and then we'll come back with a scoring recap. And then our Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game, brought to you by Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. Tonight, certainly a number of candidates for Kennedy, but we'll go with Remington Hart, 6'2" sophomore forward. Big three-pointer in the third quarter. Gave Kennedy some minutes in the first half when there was some foul trouble. Owens had 2 fouls. Young had 2 fouls. He came in there, Hart soaked up some minutes, and then the three-pointer was almost a bonus.
Well, he soaked up some minutes earlier in the game and really contributed. And we talk about it all the time, Briggsy, that, I used to say, I don't need you to set the world on fire. I just need a spark. And he gave them that spark at that time that they needed, because in today's world of high school basketball, a 10, 12-point lead is really nothing, and I think it was a single-digit lead at that time and propelled them into the momentum that kept them going. So Remington did a nice job tonight, and no pun intended, Remington gave him a shot.
Yes, he did.
In the arm, so to speak. So,
he was on target.
He was on target. There you go. But, nice job on his behalf, and well-deserving of the sub player of the game.
Our Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game is Kennedy sophomore Remington Hart. He will be entered into our Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Year competition, and at the end of the year, we will name one area player as the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Year. The Sub of the Year and his or her teammates will receive a sub. Chips drinking dessert courtesy of Lock, Stock, and Barrel in Sharpsville. Congratulations to Kennedy's Remington Hart, the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game, the Lock, Stock, and Barrel Sub of the Game Award, and the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game Award. Of course, our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game was Dejan Young. Those awards, as always, are powered by Landmark Information Services. They are cutting down the nets, or at least trying to. Elijah Harden is up on there, and apparently he has a butter knife or something. No luck there, but Justin Magestro came over, and those scissors were so dull, he tossed them to somebody, and that person caught them.
That looks like Coach Lombardi down there.
Okay, yeah, it could be. So the Kennedy boys cutting down the nets. They win 66-49. We'll come back with a scoring recap and scores from around the District 10 tournament right here on 790 WPIC.
I'm going to call Mom and Dad again. I've been calling all day and can't get a hold of them.
Hi, thanks for calling. I'm not home right now, but leave a message.
When your parents find the right senior living facility full of activities, you just might have to wait for them to call you back.
With so many amenities, everyone wants to live at the Lakes at Jefferson. Daily activities, transportation, professional meals, 24-hour security, and apartments with a size and cost to fit your budget. Independent Living at the Lakes offers residents a carefree living lifestyle, while the personal care suites give the comfort and care for each individual's need. The staff at Lakes at Jefferson is dedicated to providing the highest level of care to each resident. The Lakes at Jefferson, a comfy, cozy community in the country, but just a short drive to town. The Lakes at Jefferson, an Embassy healthcare community, care-driven, family-oriented. Call 724-704-0039. That's 724-704-0039.
Okay, class. Today, we're discussing, what does a roof mean to you?
It means that I don't get rained on when I'm inside.
It means I can play my music loud and the neighbors can't hear it.
It allows my family to safely shelter in place.
It means that we can be protected from outside germs.
It's where we can dance through the quarantine. To me, a roof means a home.
The Penn Ohio Roofing and Siding Group can help keep your family safe now more than ever. Go to PennOhioRC.com to start your installation today.
Backed by popular demand, it's the Great Escape at Fred Martin Ford. Choose from over 80 2020 Escapes in stock, and every one of them is $4,000 off. Plus, you get 0% financing for 60 months. Drive one home for just $22,130. And that's with 0% financing, no fine print, no exclusions. It's the Great Escape, and it's only at Fred Martin Ford, where we sell SUVs for less, a lot less. Call 330-793-2444 for details.
Ad paid for by OpenShar Concepts. Attention firefighters, members of the military, and airport workers. For decades, first responders and firefighters at military bases and airports used a chemical-based foam to fight fires. Studies have shown that chemicals used to make aqueous film-forming foam, or AFFF, are highly toxic to humans and have been associated with several types of cancer. If you or someone you know was exposed to AFFF and were diagnosed with any of these cancers, including kidney, bladder, prostate, pancreatic, lymphoma, leukemia, testicular, and neuroendocrine, then you should call us immediately because you may be entitled to significant cash compensation. Call us at 800-931-0987. Our experienced attorneys will fight to get you the compensation you deserve, and you pay nothing unless we get a recovery in your favor. Time is limited to file a claim, so call us now. 800-931-0987. Operators are standing by 24/7, so don't wait. 800-931-0987. That's 800-931-0987. Again, 800-931-0987.
The Fifth Quarter Show is being brought to you by O'Neill Coffee, proud sponsors of the O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game. Visit them online at o'neillcoffee.com.
Welcome back one final time tonight to Kennedy Catholic. The Golden Eagles win the District 10 2A boys title 66-49 over Cambridge Springs. Along with Brian Brown, Ryan Briggs with you here tonight in Hermitage. Our O'Neill Coffee Player of the Game, Kennedy's Dejan Young. The lock, stock, and barrel sub of the game, Golden Eagles sophomore Remington Hart. Scoring recap in this one, Kennedy led tonight by Dejan Young, 4 twos and a 3, 11 of 12 at the line for 22 points. 3 other men joined him in double figures tonight. Skylar Thomas with a dozen, 10 of those coming in the second half for Skylar Thomas. 5 field goals, 2 of 6 at the line for 12. Elijah Harden, a 2, 2 threes, 3 for 9 at the line. He had 11. Gio Magestro, a basket, 2 threes, 2 for 4 at the line for 10. Malachi Owens, 3 baskets, 2 of 5 at the line for 8. Remington Hart, a 3-pointer for 3 points. Blaze Campbell, Samir Wade, Nick Ondo all played but did not score. Kennedy, 14 twos, 6 threes, 20 of 36 at the line for the Golden Eagles, which equates to, some quick math, that's 56%.
Yeah, that's going to have to improve as they advance. They're going to have to focus on that a little bit, to say the least.
20 of 36 for 66 points. On the Cambridge Springs side, 3 men in double figures. Hunter Spade with 14, 1 field goal, 2 threes, 6 of 6 at the line for 14. Nathan Held with 13, 4 field goals, 5 of 11 at the line. He had 13, and Jaden Shinsky, 5 field goals, 3 of 4 at the line for 13 points. Trent Wheeler, 3 baskets, 0 of 1 at the line for 6. He fouled out with 2:53 to go. Asa Henderson started, did not score. He was in foul trouble much of the night for Cambridge Springs, and that certainly handcuffed the Blue Devils. He fouled out with 1:18 to go, did not score. Zane Smith hit a 3 for 3 points. Parker Schmidt played, didn't score. Cambridge Springs, 13 twos, 3 threes, 14 of 22 at the line, 49 points. It was 13-6 Cambridge Springs at the end of the first quarter, but Kennedy roared back to take the lead at the break, 33-25, 52-33 after 3, 66-49 the final. Kennedy now 22-2. Golden Eagles will host a state playoff game next week. The Golden Eagles will host District 6 champion Portage. The Mustangs will come to Hermitage, and that'll be tipped. Will be sometime next Saturday. Could be afternoon, could be evening. We don't know exactly when, but we know who and we know where.
And great, it's so nice this year that, I know that a lot of these kids would like to be playing on college floors, but I think playing at home is a huge advantage this year, and I think that's going to be definitely in their favor. You obviously at this point in time, we talked a little bit about it earlier, there are no weak sisters at this point in time, so you have to come out and you have to be prepared and you have to be mentally ready to get the things done that you've been working on all year long. But definitely an advantage to be in their own gym, next weekend for sure.
Other finals tonight in 4A, it is Hickory winning its 3rd straight district title. A hard-fought 39-34 win over Harbor Creek as the Hornets trailed 17-10 at the half. They come back and get the win 39-34. In 3A, Sharpsville falls tonight 55-47 at Franklin. For what we understand, Franklin an 11-0 run to end the game. So Franklin wins the district title. Sharpsville concludes its season
Well, there's those runs that we talk about that in today's world, 11-point, 12-point, run is not unheard of. So you're never out of it. But nice run for Sharpsville this year. They did a nice job. I was impressed with them all year.
And in 1A, Farrell defeats Jamestown 60-35. So we have Farrell moving on, we have Kennedy moving on, and we have Hickory moving on.
Right.
Farrell will be the first team in action, as due to the low number of 1A teams in District 10, Farrell, the district, whoever the District 10 champ would have been, but in this case, Farrell will have to play a first-round state tournament game Tuesday night at Berlin Brothers Valley. We believe it will be at there. They might move it somewhere maybe a little bit closer, but still within District 5. Though we haven't got the official word on that, but looks like the Steelers are going to be gassing up the wagon and heading southeast.
I don't think they're too disappointed in that. This time of year, you have to be accustomed to traveling and so forth. And that's what I'm saying. It's such a huge advantage to be able to host, a state game. So, but again, you welcome the ability to get on that bus for sure.
And tomorrow we will determine girls' district champions. We'll have 3 games on the radio at 4 o'clock. Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg, they'll be here for the 1A girls title game, Kennedy Catholic and Farrell. And on Sports Radio 96.7, Chris Birch and Don Fee will have the 3A girls title game, Lakeview at Fairview. Lakeview upsetting the top seed, Mercyhurst Prep, Wednesday night. Love to see Gary Burke get a district title.
Yeah, and there's no doubt about that. And, he's one of the best, and he's been around a long time, and he's creeping up that all-time win list, and always prepared, always ready to go. His teams respond well. They play very hard for Gary. Good luck to him.
And tomorrow night, the 2A championship game, Colton Hoffman and I will be on the air at 6:30 with a 7 o'clock tip. Cambridge Springs will take on West Middlesex, and that'll be a 6:30 tip, 7 o'clock, or 6:30 air, 7 o'clock tip. And we'll be on 790 WPIC. Also in 5A tomorrow, 2 o'clock, Slippery Rock goes up to Warren. Top 2 seeds meeting there. There was a lot of consternation as to who would be the top seed. Well, Warren got it. And Warren gets the home game, so Slippery Rock, they'll have to get up early and get on the road, and so it's a long trip up to Warren.
Yeah, it sure is. But, the kids are focused right now. Coaching staff is focused. That's a great time for those coaches to sit on that bus together and throw some things around and just prepare and just, not that they won't be prepared before they get on that bus, but trust me, they won't be talking about the weather heading to Warren. They'll be talking about other things that pertain to the game. So it's playoff time. They'll be ready.
One last chance to dot all the I's and cross the T's again.
That's exactly right.
So good luck to all of our local teams tomorrow in the girls tournament. And then the 1A girls champion, whether it's Kennedy or Farrell, will have a first-round state game on Wednesday night, St. Patrick's Day, and I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's Berlin Brothers Valley also on the girls' side down there. Real quick, the Berlin boys coach and girls coach, husband-wife.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Tanner Prosser and Rachel Prosser. Rachel's a Northwestern high grad.
Wow, that's
softball teammates with my sister in college.
There you go. No, that's something else, man. That's a lot of basketball discussion over a meal in that house for sure.
Certainly, and but they both played for us at Grove City College, and usually I always root for them, but I won't be able to root for them Tuesday and Wednesday night.
How would you know anything about Grove City College? You spend some time there or something?
Spent a lot of time there this week with the fall, winter, and spring going, but that's another topic for another day. I actually have to get back.
And a much longer broadcast, yeah.
Yes. But hey, Brian, a lot of fun tonight.
Absolutely.
A good game here tonight. Cambridge Springs really came in, battled, and had the upper hand for a good portion of the first half, but Kennedy able to assert itself.
Yeah, the Cambridge Springs come in, represented themselves very well tonight. Had the Kennedy fan base as well as the coaching staff a little nervous, maybe a little more than even a little nervous in that first quarter and even into halftime. So they represent themselves very well. Not an easy place to play. A lot of tradition in here, a lot of banners. I thought they answered the bell very well, and they came out swinging.
I'd like to thank the folks here at Kennedy Catholic, John Namey, Janet Taylor, for all of their help. Lee Groce with his help on the technical side. We thank Lee very much. Back in the studio, Andy Ryder producing tonight's game and doing a terrific job as always. Also, our crew on the FM tonight, Mark Slazak and Bob Greenberg. They had Aaron Byro engineering things for them. So thanks to them and thanks to Bob Greenberg for all of his work during the week as sports director and sales manager. For Brian Brown, This is Ryan Briggs. Brian, I'm not sure if we'll get paired up again or not. I hope we do, but just depending on our respective schedules, which are both a
little hectic.
Hey, another fun year. Hopefully it's not the last one, but if it is, it's been a lot of fun.
Briggsy, I enjoy it. I really do. I look forward to working with you every single year. Nice to work with Brandon Fillion, having him come back. And
pretty good guy to have in the bullpen.
Absolutely, and enjoyed that as well. There's nothing better than Mercer County basketball, and to be able to be just a small part of it means a lot to me. I thank Bob Greenberg for allowing me to do this, and certainly you, Ryan Briggs. It's an honor to work with you every single time we go out.
And I feel likewise 100%.
Thank you.
For Brian Brown and one of the guys I grew up listening to was Joe Tate with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he passed away this week, so I'm going to borrow his farewell. You've been listening to high school basketball on 790 WPIC, a Cumulus Media sports presentation. Have a good night, everybody.
To high school basketball on Sport.
Thanks, Andy. Great job.
And with that, once again, Kennedy Catholic Golden Eagles are the District 10 champions in Class 2A boys. A couple quick shout-outs. Shout out Mancino's Driving School, our sponsor tonight. Big thank you to Rick Mancino and Mancino's Driving School for sponsoring tonight. Sure you heard Postgame. I'll be back here tomorrow with Mark Slazak, Bob Greenberg on the call. We'll have the girls Class A District 10 championship game, Kennedy and Farrell. That's going to do it for tonight. And big congratulations, Kennedy Catholic boys, your 2021 Class 2A District 10 champions.